continuing adventures of the Team Chaos, as they've now called themselves in Dota Shiva. So before we get started, welcome to D in Denial's channel, where we continue to play Legends of Kralis on Friday nights. Don't forget to watch on Mondays and Tuesdays for I Sneeze Stars episodes on Mondays. I think it's the I'm going to mispronounce this and I apologize. The Eowyn Adventures. And then they also have another one that's on Tuesdays, which I believe is the Tales of the Dragon. I'm probably missing these. I need to write these down. I keep doing it, but life gets in the way and I get too fast, too far and stuff like that. So we are going to be missing a player for a little bit, but we're going to go and get started. It's a tavern episode, so should be okay. And he's already chosen what he's going to be doing at slinging drinks behind the bar by helping the owner of the bar. And from that, my nose, I don't know what to tell you, itches, allergies are killing me. We'll just go ahead and get started and we'll meet the players. There we go. Transitions. Weird. I'm telling you. Anyways, so we are here. I've got to figure out a couple other things, but let's go ahead and get started with introducing you guys. Start at the top with Layla.
Hi, I'm playing Layla Ev. You can find me at the Tipsy Tiger on TikTok. You can call me Tipsy. Happy to be back for another session of
Chaos. Quite literally chaos.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're fine. We're absolutely fine.
It's fine. We'll be fine.
This is fine. Everything's
Totally
the dog in the fiery house. This is fine.
That's what this is.
Yeah, that's me.
It's Layla.
And then let's go over to Ellen. How are you?
Hanging in there. My name's Markham. You can find me on TikTok as Markham the Geek. Everyone else, I'm Master Markham. I'm trying to consolidate them all eventually to Mr. Markham, though, because I'm married now, so.
Oh, Mr. Markham. Fancy.
Sir.
Oh, no, gotta go. Maybe I'll talk with a British accent.
We do a British episode. Let's go.
Mr. Darcy, I don't know. No, wait, that's not Bridgerton. That's
no. Stay away from that.
Bridgerton, white British man.
It's same-ish, alternate multiverses.
I mean,
yeah,
sure.
Ellen. I play Ellen, the guy with the pointy ears and the big hat.
Yeah, that's right. We have a hat.
We now have a hat. We had a whole episode about getting a hat.
It was
Level
more
up.
about just getting a hat. It was about getting a hat and getting a Hote a tool belt.
It was very important episode.
Very important episode.
Very important
Actually,
episode.
apparently he has more things now, which he will whip out later because I'm now very excited.
It's going to be one of those things that the hat, right? It'll be like the Indiana Jones thing where the hat just kind of blows in if he runs and stuff like that. It's like, that comes, right?
Slides under the...
Right, he slides it.
Always got to grab it.
Right, he's always got to get the hat. So
Always. Oh, no, yeah, he's going to protect
Can't
his
be
hat.
without
He's
it now.
Get very connected to this hat.
But I mean, I know now we're at the most peaceful, lawful character at this table.
Oh, it is not here.
Well, I don't know if I would actually say you were lawful and peaceful. I mean, you were threatening to take a gentleman's eye out the last episode.
Oh, no. I was joking about how Bajra was next in the introductory lineup, and I jokingly called her the most peaceful, lawful character.
Okay.
I'm a delight. I don't know what
valid.
you mean.
Just because you're not lawful doesn't mean you're not a delight.
Right.
What can I say? I'm problematic.
You are problematic. You are
right.
truly
There
the
are a
essence
lot
of chaos.
I am chaos.
I'm pretty sure Commander Kirk qualified as, both problematic and charismatic, and, it worked out for him. So.
I guess so, yeah. So when we last left you guys, and just to let you guys know that Ahote will be here. He is, I think he was moving family across the states. as a military individual. So we'll see where he's going to be here, at least I think within the 45 minutes or so. When that happens, we'll take a bio break real quick so I can get him reset up and everything like that. Until then, he's going to be sloshing drinks at the bar, and it's going to be very interesting. Hopefully, he'll be here before it gets bad, like real bad.
Maybe we'll just have a very nice night. What?
No, I'm not going to let that happen.
Yeah, that's likely.
No.
Not going to happen.
It's going to be a very pleasant night where everything goes exactly according to plan.
Oh, it's going to go according to my plan, just maybe not your plans.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Did we have a plan?
Was there ever a plan?
We had a plan. At least you had a plan, but it's all going to my plan, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Now I've tried to name this episode on for them as Dadura Shiva Tales episode 4 flight ? So we'll see what happens. I don't know if it actually got changed up there. I'm actually moderator on the channel, but I don't know what exactly happened over there. So I'm hoping that it shows up that way. I've got a couple more things I need to do. Until then, you guys are in a bar. Do we want to go to the map, or do you want to do some role play for this for a little bit?
I mean, I think before the map, you just see that Layla... Is the bartender from earlier visible? Is he around?
Yeah, well, he's the owner, and he's definitely there. He's, he's hanging out. When you guys got there, it was starting to... The sun had set for the most part from all that. And he had reopened, and that's when you guys kind of made your way in and started making your ways into things. He's assigning you things. You do have that one troll guard that's back there, kind of doing their job as the way they're supposed to. But other than that, nothing has changed in that sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think that, Layla being a little bit still... there's still that little bit of an adrenaline rush from what happened earlier.
Yeah, this has only been about 35-40 minutes, maybe not even. It hasn't even been an hour yet.
It has been not very long. It's been about a hot second, and that does mean a long time. It's
a hot spicy second.
Literally a hot spicy second. I think I just go in and I make myself known to the bartender, and I think I just kind of take my paw and kind of give him a little salute before scoping out a place to start playing my music. Because that's what I agreed to do. Right,
and you were going to do that. I think you'd actually put yourself kind of on the center stage for all intents and purposes by the grand fireplace for this place.
Yeah, I basically have kind of set up, and it's not very performative. It's very again with the inspiration of Jaskier from Witcher. Imagine taking that down to much more chill. I've kind of grabbed a wooden stool. I'm setting myself up there. My tail curls around the stool for balance. And I settle myself up and just start kind of strumming and tuning. And figure these guys are fine on their own. And I'm just here to kind of I said that I would provide the entertainment. I'm going to provide the entertainment.
There you go.
Should we put her on the spot, everybody? Do you have a song for us?
Do I have a song prepared? Absolutely not.
Yes.
You think in this group?
Yeah, no, you would think. Come on.
I will tell you what. At some point, I will write a song in Jakara, and I will present that at some point.
Dedication to your craft.
Tonight is not the night.
To actually write a song in Alzir.
Yeah,
and actually pronounce the words. And that's also so off topic here. That's something I don't know if you guys saw. I finally Bajra was like, "Hey, so how do these languages work?" I'm like, good question. And so I gave you guys an idea of how these all work and how you lay them out and stuff like that. As from pronunciation, I'm still working on those. It is definitely a work and continuing work. All right. So
it's hard coming up with language, much less 12.
Well, it's not a matter of even that. It's a matter of the fact of, so even how do the words work, right? Do you do a kanji style, simplified or complex Chinese character that has several characters in it that means a word, or do you do each letter individually, like in the English language?
So I will
You
say
know,
there was an idea that just popped into my head, which is, I mean, as an example, obviously the Wellerman is not canon, but I think the vibe that she's kind of going for is like, there once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy of Tea. The winds blew up her bow, dipped down her blow. My bully boys blow. Very like that vibe.
Something lively but chill.
Yeah, it's very much like, if people want to get drunk enough and want to sing along, they can. And
But
if
you're
they
not gonna
don't-
like bust out a dance floor.
No, it's not a fiddle gig. It's like,
lights start coming down.
Yeah, hooray,
Someone's
it
casting
suddenly
light
turns into
spells
a
all over the
rave.
place.
Very
Blinking
much
them
like
on and off
and
wherever.
her voice, it's funny, her speaking voice, as you've noticed, is much higher, but when she sings, she is an alto. It's like just very much like in that lower register, like when cats have that whole variety of meowing, she gets into that lower register when she sings, and she starts to sing a little bit of what
Interesting.
I was just doing.
Interesting that you keep. And the thing is the Jakaran language, the Alzir. I'm not exactly sure what it would sound like. I don't know if it's actually based off of the tonal activities of your normal household cat. I don't even know, right?
Thinking of the variety
Right.
of pitches that naturally come with language. And so, since my only basis of comparison is the noises that wild cats make, I would imagine, she's got that higher voice with the excitement, but when she's in her element, she's
There's
just,
that deep voice.
that
Yeah.
lower alto comes
Right.
out, like you just heard me sing, and I am a singer. It was very embarrassing, but there you go.
So that's what that was actually really well done. I can't do
Thank
that.
you.
So you're awesome. Ellen, you had walked in and kind of positioned yourself on the corner of the bar, kind of like with your hat now low, and you're one of those gangster kind of guys, kind of like on the corner of the bar, kind of looking, and the troll watch or the troll bouncer is kind of standing behind you, stoic, arms crossed, just scanning the room. There's a lot of people haven't started to arrive yet. But what are you doing?
Are the goggles?
Oh, you're talking about the
are
items
the
that you
goggles-
got.
Yeah. Are they sunglassed, or could he wear those inside?
No, he can wear them inside. You're gonna put them on,
Perfect. Yeah, he'll put them on.
and do you pull them down?
Still added layer of. Yeah, just over his eyes.
My God, you look amazing. You got your big old hat and these goggles on.
Not suspicious at all.
I love this
He's
image.
actually going to just like get the whole look of I don't want to talk to you. I don't want you to talk to me. We'll just stay away from each other.
I don't know why you said goggles. I had the image of
Cover up
like
as
the
much-
swimmer's goggles.
Well, it's kind of like one of those those goggles that you saw like on Back to the Future kind of concept. The first ones were those really
yes.
big things,
Okay.
right? And as you
Okay.
slide these down on your face, it's kind of already dark in here, and you're kind of like pulling them down, and they've got this rose-like crystal colorization. But when you pull them down, everything becomes brilliantly bright. Not like blinding bright,
Oh.
but as though it was outside.
Ooh.
There's no shadows hiding for you. You can see, you see very, very well.
Oh my gosh, looking at life through rose-colored glasses indeed.
And I think as a Tajahu, you actually have do you have normal vision? What's your vision?
Let me check that actually. That's a good question.
First character
Where
sheet look
is
for the night.
Player's Handbook?
What's that? It should be on the back to your character sheet.
I think.
Yeah,
wait,
so you have
wait,
normal
wait.
vision. So normally it
Yeah.
would be a struggle for you to see into the shadows like any of us, with lights around, you're kind of like squinting. This as though there was no shadows and it was high noon outside for you.
Sweet. He's gonna kind of mutter, "Ooh, I like these." Oh wait a minute, that's the wrong accent. Ooh, I like these right here. He's going to order something to eat.
Okay. Do I have a menu for this
Um,
place? I think I do. Give me a second.
He's getting drippy eggs.
Drippy eggs.
Yeah, yes. He's getting drippy eggs.
Drippy eggs.
I need to start putting these menus up on the
Eggs,
website.
pink lemonade. We'll go with a pink theme tonight, going with pink lemonade as well. If
All
they
right.
have some kind of pink
Ooh.
lemonade.
Are you
line.
gonna go with drippy eggs?
Drippy eggs and pink lemonade?
Okay, easily done.
That is a band name if I've ever heard one.
Drippy eggs and pink lemonade. That is a
Oh my
band
God.
name. That is a band name.
That
right
is a
there.
band name. Oh my god, I have to change my
Bajra,
lights so much.
You have
yes.
walked in and you kind of made your way into the room, into the main section, and kind of positioned yourself on the wall that you're on. There's 3 or 4 doors. Yeah, there's 4 doors. So you have the main door that you walk in, and as soon as you go to your left, there are 4 doors that are closed. Well, they're kind of partially open, and as you look past them, there's a couple of people already in there that have, they're like private rooms, private eating rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of position yourself between the first and second wall, in the wall between the first and second door. What are you doing?
I full on Aragorn via like the first movie, just hood
Driver,
down.
yes.
Hood down, just but instead of like sitting because there's no place to sit over there, I'm just like leaning and just watching everything because I was hired as the bouncer, so secondary bouncer. So I'm just kind of watching the door, probably watching Layla set
Have you
up.
removed your mask, or is your mask still on?
No,
So
my mask is
let's
still
talk
on.
about that for a second, because I'm even curious. What kind of mask is this?
It's just kind of, it's like words are hard. It's a full cowl kind of situation with her hood. So it's like the bottom part of like a scarf that's kind of pulled up over her nose. Yeah.
So is it a physical mask, or is it just like...
It's not like a physical, depends on your definition of physical mask, because it's not
Physical
like
mask
one
would
that's
be one of those ones that you can actually place over your face, and
yeah, it's
like,
not one that she can pull off. That's like it's its own entity kind of thing. It's all attached to her hood situation. It's just like a cloth.
so it's kind of like a
situation.
cloth cowl that comes down in front.
Yeah, it's got like your hood, and then it comes around, and then there's like a
Interesting.
bunch of fabric down here that she can pull up over her nose.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. All right. Yeah, I
Yes.
got you. All right. Very cool. Is that what do you are is that cloth? Does that cowl down right now?
Yeah, the hood's down, and the mask part is up. So it's like you can't really see much of her face, but she can like see out.
Interesting. That's interesting. And as you know, Ohote is kind of helping out the owner of this establishment. He's basically helping man the bar for the most part. Learning how to slosh drinks and mix drinks and those kind of things. And it's about 6 o'clock in the evening, and it's slowly starting to get a little bit busier as people start to walk in. And you all kind of notice that there's these 5 or 6 individuals kind of walk in, and they all kind of, I won't say they all have the exact same gear, but if you were to do a quick look at them, you would definitely say those all 4 of them all look alike, right? But when you stop and look at them, they don't look exactly alike. And they've kind of moved around the various tables on the main floor and stuff like that. And it starts to get busy. At between 7 and 8 o'clock, even say 8:30, maybe even 9, it's really busy. I mean, there are people doing all kinds of, they're talking, they're laughing, they're drinking, they're eating, they're doing all those cool tavern / inn things that people do at the end of a work day. I haven't even said what day it is. We'll say it's like a Wednesday for all intents and purposes. My phone decided to speak up. But go away.
Your phone wants to be a part of the game.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't understand what you just said. It's Bixby. I hate that. Anyways.
Gosh dang it, Bisbee.
Yeah, Bisbee. And so from your position, Basha, there doesn't seem to be any illegal activity happening with your background and stuff. So it's not like you're seeing any pickpockets are happening, but you see people, they're playing games. There's some money flowing back and forth. Drinks are being served, dinner's being served, but there's no real unusual activity except for those 4 now 8 individuals that have kind of made themselves in the amongst the people, right? And they all kind of look similar. And I guess what makes them look similar is they've all got these short, blackish, silver trimmed half jackets. Half jackets, and they all have got the same exact look to them, and they've kind of made their way to different points in the bar. With that, do any of you have lore tactics by any chance?
No. I have no lore.
All I have is streetwise.
Ellen, what about you?
Well, I'm checking. I just pulled up the wrong character sheet. There we go. All right. How did I pull up the wrong? Oh, I have 4 open for Ellen. 2 of them are the ones that are half made. Why did I save multiple copies?
You never know.
Backup plans.
Yeah, one of those mysteries. Lore. Nothing. Wow, are you kidding me? Nope.
You don't
Okay,
have
nope.
any lore. Wow, that's crazy. All right, so go ahead and make your
I don't
streetwise,
either.
Layla. Since you're
Okay, make
at the position where you're at, go ahead and make your streetwise.
That is going to be a massive fail. My streetwise is 45, and I rolled a 91.
Do you want to
Nice.
reroll that, or you just want to accept it?
That would be a heroic luck.
Yes, that would be a heroic luck to reroll it.
All right, let's spend our heroic luck. Let's see if we do better this time. I did
Yeah,
much better this time. It was
Yeah,
more
first
stable.
roll.
That was a 15.
That was a 15. So
that
from
is a
your
total,
perspective, as
yeah.
you're kind of up there playing the song, and you've got a small crowd happening, they're definitely hanging out, listening to your music, vibing with it. But you're now noticing that these individuals have begun to, if this was a street fight, they've set themselves up to be able to take out certain individuals very quickly.
Okay.
Should they need to.
Do I need to make an entertain check at all?
Oh, we're going to here in a minute.
Oh no.
But you've just been kind of playing along, and I'm not. There's
Yeah.
a couple that you've been playing along. It's not like you're trying to overly entertain. Are you using it to try to generate some money to you, or are you just playing?
I'm just playing at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, money is always great, but it's not the main goal. The main goal is at this point to kind of make myself look like part of the scenery.
Right.
So I can watch these guys without worrying that they're going to think I'm suspicious. But I do try very hard across the room to catch Pajra's eye. I can't see her eyes at all.
No.
But I kind of look in her general direction and like sing a lyric in common about like gathering or planning with like just staring at her.
All right. So, are you making direct? Are you trying to get? I mean, because remember, it's kind of busy here. I mean, it's I'm not going to put in all the characters or all the not NPCs that are in here, but it's pretty busy, and you're a good.
I'm pretty
40 feet away from her, right? And you're small and that kind of thing. You catch her face every now and again. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and make a perception check, Bajra, at a TS of 7.
That makes sense.
Oh!
That makes sense, though.
Oh, goodness. And my perception's so good, though. But, oh my gosh. Nope.
No,
It's not very good. It's not very good.
I mean, she's looking in your direction, but it's nothing like eye contact.
No, she's definitely gotten bored without like any kind of activity or anything interesting for her in like these hours that she's just been up against the wall. She's definitely been pulling one of these.
Oh, jeez! I can't believe I volunteered for this. Oh my god! Right?
I think at this point I would like to try to get Ellen's attention because Ellen is closer. So I'm going to start singing a song that like references a growing battle. Like basically something like, the lines are drawn, the marks are set kind of thing, all while like trying to get his attention with these lyrics.
And also his back is faced to you.
I know, that's the problem.
Well, I don't know. So you've had your eggs, you've had your drippy eggs with some toast come out. You've got your pink lemonade. Are you just like sitting there for the between? And you understand this is happening between 6 and about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. So you've got about 3.5 hours of people coming and going, drunkards leaving. But you've noticed that these guys are they've slowly been positioning themselves around. Go ahead and describe what you're actually doing for these 3 or so hours.
So for these 3 or so hours, he's basically ordering more glasses of,
Pink lemonade.
frankly, pink lemonade. That's just it. He doesn't want to get drunk, and he likes pink lemonade, so he's going to keep ordering pink lemonade. And he just, as if he's, kind of like you would picture a guy who's, like, I guess you'd, like stood up on a date or something. He's just sitting there alone, drinking like beer after beer. Except for him, it's pink lemonade after pink lemonade for hours on end.
Are you
Occasionally ordering like a snack or something.
Are
appetizer
you
or something.
looking around? Are you just like focused straight ahead? I guess that's what my.
He is, oh, okay, fair enough. No, so while he's doing that, just to kind of give him reason for being there, he's constantly scanning the room, constantly. And with the goggles on, he knows that no one can tell where he's looking.
This is true.
Presumably.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead.
It reminds me. Oh no, go ahead. I was just doing something for the group chat.
All right. No worries. Group chat.
All right.
Group chat.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my
Ellen,
god.
do you watch Layla's performance at all?
Please.
Yeah. So Ellen, do you
Oh,
watch? All right.
Actually,
I love it.
So let's do this. Go ahead and make a perception check.
She's not going to be assassinating anything, but
Right. Let's go ahead and do a perception check on your part, Ellen. TS of 4 to see if you've caught the lyrics and the fact that Layla has literally been shooting you dagger eyes for the last 30 minutes. Like, pay attention to what I am saying. I'm going to say the same song again and again, and then I'm going to change it up and I'm going to come back to it.
It's a slightly deadlier Puss in Boots eyes.
Right.
It's Puss in Boots eyes with like panic.
like, please pay attention to me.
Please.
I'm adorable and I'm doing very well. Please pay attention to what I am doing.
This is what happens when you drop dice.
Well, everything's ruined. End of game.
Yeah, end of game.
campaign.
That's it. We're
End of
done. Thanks for
campaign.
joining us.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Game over.
Dice dropped all over.
Well,
All right, here we go. I don't remember which one of these is the luckier. Oh darn! I'll just have to
Well.
guess.
No.
They
Oh
look
no.
Similar.
Come on.
Where's those at ones?
Well, that's a natural 69, so that might
Nice.
not be the lucky die.
Nice.
Nice.
Let me
We are
see,
all
so if I
children
add-
when it comes to that number. We are all children. So you were unsuccessful?
Heroic luck. Heroic luck.
Spend 'em all.
69.
Just spend 'em all.
TS of 4 is
So
it's
what?
basically a disadvantage, right?
Well, no.
I
So
remember
what's your perception score?
Perception score is 79. I rolled a 69.
Yeah, you would have to roll a 39 or less,
Darn
basically.
it.
So again,
Nope,
Layla,
he's-
you're like strumming along, and you're
ignoring-
doing these specific tunes, and you know Bajra's not paying attention to you, and then you're like you got Ellen's attention, then Ellen just look more pink lemonade. And he's looking around now. No one's paying attention to you, or at least if they are paying attention to you, they're not directly paying attention to you. Mostly probably because they're taking their jobs maybe a little
Actually tragic.
professionally. I don't know.
I think
Yeah,
at this
ironically,
point,
we're so busy looking for. Oh yeah, that's the lucky dice. Now I rolled a good one. Okay.
I think at this point, knowing that I can't blow my cover, knowing that I can't get the attention of either person, I think I'm just gonna focus on putting on a really good show to see if I can
Entertainment check.
distract the guys. That is an +6, my friends.
Hey.
Wow, that's very good. They are
So
a
good.
couple. You've definitely gathered a smaller, the small crowd's grown a little bit. You're really, really entertaining. The guys definitely are. Their heads are bopping a little bit to your strumming and things like that. At about 8:30, Bajra, in walks this Siliph of really great beauty. I mean, if Siliph are there's Tajahu pretty, and then there's Siliph gorgeous, right? I mean, they have the ability to control their bodies to make themselves look very, very sensual in a sense. And she walks right past you and goes into the room to the left. The second door to your left, as you pass through. I believe that's where she was headed. Third door. And she goes in there for a minute, and then she makes her way all the way across the room and heads into another door that is on the opposite side. Layla, literally, you watch this Siliph kind of make her way. It's almost like the parting of the Red Sea when she walks by, kind of concept, right?
Layla forgets a couple of lyrics and then goes
She's very, very pretty.
poor bisexual Layla is just like, okay.
Right. And she walks by and she walks into this room, and over the next 15 or 20 minutes walks in a number of other individuals who don't even cut through. I mean, they just make their almost like a beeline to that door. That's to if you're facing the bar, Layla, there the doors to your left, right down here. And in walks a Fincanor, a Kova, another Tajahu, an Elwyn, and a Mannix. They all kind of make their way into this room, and they close the door, they open and close the door each time as they go in, and they close the door. And you've got this music going on. What do you guys want to do? Ellen, make a perception check, just straight up, to see if you caught the eye of the Siliph, because Tajahu and Siliph are blood cousins.
Ooh.
I'm wondering if because the room is
this
right over there, would it be possible?
No, just a perception check, just straight up.
Would I possibly be able to make one as well, just because it's right there, and while I'm playing, can I just kind of look to see if I get a sense of what's going on?
I'm not going to ask for one. I'm just going to flat out tell you get the sense that there's a meeting happening, because these people don't even go to the bar, right? These individuals literally move past everything, and move into this doorway and stuff like that. I just want to see if Ellen noticed, because where Ellen is sitting at the bar at the corner, may or may not have seen the Siliph pass by.
I got a single success.
Okay, you do catch the Siliph kind of moving past, and they have assumed a feminine form for this, for all intents and purposes. The Siliph, to bring you guys all up to speed, are able to change their sexual outlook, their physicals to male and female, or anything they need, as they see fit. So they're not true shape changers. The face never changes. It just becomes either more masculine or more feminine, and
So
body features.
You have brought gender fluid elves. I'm all for this.
I wouldn't say they're elves. But they are gender fluid. Very gender fluid. They're
gender fluid, beautiful creatures.
they are androgynous in all intents and purposes, and they can change their features as they need to, depending on the situation and what they're feeling like. Currently, this one looks very female.
Right? Wouldn't that be great?
What do you guys want to do? We'll start with Bajra.
So she kind of went into the rooms by me.
Right, let's do this. Let's go ahead and flip over to the combat map real quick.
Yay, combat map. Nothing can go
No,
wrong.
now I'm worried. Now I not. You know what? Now I'm really worried because we've been through 2 major combats so far and never used a combat map.
This was the one that was planned.
This is the one that was planned, right? So
Narrative
basically,
theater.
if you're on Owlbear and you can see this, what happens is you see her kind of walk up here, and there's a door over here she goes into. She goes in there for a minute and then makes her way down through here, past this table and into this room here. The other individuals, they just make their way right there. I mean, it's
Just go straight in.
just straight in. And it's about
Beeline
15 or
it.
20 minutes. They begin showing up about 15, 20 minutes after she does. And then they each take about 5 or 10 minutes to show up, right? They never come in together. They never came in together as partners or as a group. They all came in individually at different times over the next 15 or so minutes.
I have, as Layla, I have a moment where I'm strumming and playing, and then I just think, Genevieve, eyes wide, just like, oh, oh no.
Can I go into the room that she went into, the one that's by me?
You want to go up to that room? Yeah, you go up
Yeah,
to that room.
just wanted to go in there. Go. I don't know where door is. Kind of like doors.
What is a door?
What is a door?
Doors.
You walk in there and it's actually empty. You don't know what she did in there or what they did in there, but they were in there for 5 or 10 minutes and came back out. There is a slight air of perfume hanging in the air, definitely, of a very sweet, tangy nature. But you don't remember that being the case when this individual walked past you. In fact, now you're not even sure if you saw a male or female walk past you.
Oh, now we're just confused. Can I just kind of look around, like, just see if I can find anything?
Perception check. Straight up.
Cool. I can straight up perception. Let's go. Hey, that's a 21. So that is 7 whole successes. Nice. I'm very perceptive.
You're very perceptive. As you go to look into this room a little bit more, you don't find anything specifically missing or adjusted. It almost you taste in the air that powdery thing. Like powder was applied, perfume was applied. Other things
Like
to
a
make
powder room?
them, it's kind of like a powder room in a sense, but things were applied to make themselves even more presentable or I don't want to say receivable, but more appealing, right? Like,
Yeah,
you know,
just a little touch up.
right. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Right. But you definitely taste the powder in the air, right? And you feel, and you can smell the sweet tanginess of the perfume lingering.
Gross. Cool. Okay. I think after seeing them too, I'm just gonna be. I don't know what the smart decision is, or
I
what
have a
Baja's decision
plan.
is.
I have a plan. I don't know if it's a good plan, but I have a plan.
I like the plan already.
I
Worried.
think. I don't know.
At
I don't know.
Is it okay if I propose something while Bajra is exploring?
Absolutely.
So I think at this point, Layla, seeing the activity go on for like what, a half hour, knowing that people are going into the room, I think she announces, oh, we're gonna take a break. I'll be right back. Just gotta hydrate. And she is going to set down her guitar, walk over to Ellen, and just go, "Why didn't you notice what I was saying to you?"
not going to look at her.
Oh, she does the thing where she's sitting on the stool, has a drink, and is like talking out of the corner of her mouth at him.
Oh, good. Yeah,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, he's just gonna kind of just like lift the glass and go kind of so no one can see if he's actually talking or not, and he's gonna lift it like he's drinking it, but not let the liquid actually pass his lips, so he can just kind of mutter back. I'm kind of using the cup, I guess, is like he'll tilt the cup just the slightest bit to her, as if it'll bounce the whisper out to her.
What did you say? I couldn't quite catch what you said.
Oh, he said, is it because I wasn't listening?
Because I want to listen.
There
She asked why he didn't hear, because I wasn't listening.
Did you see the celeb who just walked into the room over there?
Oh, I noticed that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I figured you might have noticed that. Here's the deal. I'm gonna ask Ahote to whip up some drinks. I will just bring them over and knock on the door and say it's on the house. I'm wondering if I can get a peek that way and see what's happening. If I just go, oh, these are on the house, here you go. And like obviously I'm not gonna have that much time. But at least, maybe see if I can peek in because I think that might be Genevieve.
It's possible, I suppose. Notice anything interesting while you're up there on stage?
Yeah. Did you see the guys who came in who all look the same and look like they're strategically placing themselves in a way for a battle, like I tried to say to you through my lyrics?
Wait, you had lyrics?
Whoa! Whoa! Shots
yeah.
fired.
Are they wearing the same uniforms as the guys
The
we met
Kova?
earlier?
The Kova?
Yeah.
No, they're
Yeah.
not. The
Yeah.
Kova again. The
Okay.
Kova were very, very specific. They had red leather armor, red leather jackets, and it
They were
literally had
posers. These are not
SOC on it.
posers.
Sons
Oh,
of something, right? I mean, the way to best picture them is Sons of Anarchy gang kind of walked in and did this thing. That's the best way to.
posers.
Cool.
Right? Yeah. I mean,
think I
Yeah,
look and I
he's
go,
gonna go like,
Hmm?
he's gonna go. No, I haven't seen any Kova coming in.
no, not those guys.
Well,
And I kind of like subtly gesture with my paw at one of the guys who is sitting in the silvery half coat, and I kind of like with my eyes and very subtly with my paw kind of gesture to each position in the room, and I say, look, I'm not a tactician, but I've been in enough street brawls and saved enough urchins to know they're prepping for a fight.
Ellen's going to darn it. Best way I can describe this is a Cad Bane move. Kind of tip his hat down. He's gonna take a sip and kind of set it down, and then kind of like tip his hat down low and kind of like glance over. Almost like he's just adjusting his hat, but he's actually scanning the room.
Yes.
But no one can see his eyes moving under the goggles, hence why he's wearing them.
Oh,
And then he'll
amazing.
kind of go back up
Genius.
and then pick up the glass just smoothly and sip again. And as he lifts it again, he'll say,
I love
"Oh,
it.
I see them now."
Flawless.
Flawless.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think at this point I'm gonna
One
go
fluid
to
motion.
I'm gonna go to a
gonna give
Hote
you-
and I'm gonna say,
Let me before you do. I'm gonna give you a heroic look for that because that was flawless.
"Oh,
That
was
flawless.
That was flawless.
Performance? How dare you? No, just kidding. Amazing.
Thank
I
you.
go over to a Hote at this point and I say, and I know Ahote's not here, but basically I start kind of like asking him to arrange like a tray of plates for a tray of drinks for me. How much would that be? Because I'll obviously pay for it.
The drinks and stuff from what he knows is gonna be about 20 silver.
Okay, I will fork
And
over
he kind of
20.
looks at. He's like, "Do you want them strong or do you want them?"
Yes.
Okay. So he
Oh no!
so he doesn't go for the under the counter stuff. He turns around and grabs some of the harder stuff and kind of pours it together. And it's got this each of them have got this like orange on the outside, like orange colored, but in the center they've got this purple swirl that he's
And I
made up.
think my goal is not to trick them into drinking something. Like
Oh,
I'm
right.
not forcing drunkenness
Right.
or anything. It's very much like when I go and I'll go, be careful, they're kind of strong, but just to make it seem more appealing. So I get the
Right.
tray, I thank Ahote, I swing by Ellen, and I just go, just be ready in case something goes wrong.
So
I
let's move on to Bajra real quick. So Bajra, you kind of see Layla and Ellen kind of converse for a little bit, and then you see Layla a couple of minutes later make her way over and is like in front of Ahote, kind of whispering, kind of not bluntly, but definitely. Well, I don't mean bluntly, not like loudly, but definitely enough to where it's caught your attention. What are you doing?
I've got a little sniff of the situation. I'm probably gonna come back towards like the door that they went into, but not like right there, but probably just kind of hang out here on the steps for a second and see if I can hear anything that they're talking about on the inside. If I just kind of like sit up on the steps, kind of just like do
And where is the
a
room
bird thing.
exactly, Hilarious? Because I think I'm gonna pass Bajra and kind of like whisper to her a little bit as I go to the room and let her know what I'm doing.
I'm sorry, say again.
Where exactly is the room? Because I want to pass Bajra and give her a quick whisper.
The door is right here.
Okay, so I walk up to Bajra and I just lean over and go, okay, so.
All right, 1 second. 1 second. Go back, Layla. Go back.
Good.
There you go. Make a alertness check, TS of 3, Bajra.
Okay. What's my alertness? Oh, okay. I actually have points in alertness. That's fun. Not enough though. Oh, wait. Yeah, not enough though. I got a 44 and my alertness is a 48.
I'm sorry, what'd you roll?
A 44.
And it's a 38.
It's a 48.
48.
Yeah.
So you got 1 success. You are hearing a it's loud, but it's not so loud that it's like they're arguing or anything like that, but they're definitely discussing things in there, and you're hearing things about the Daybreakers, this group called the Sons of Chelix, and the Shadow King. You're hearing specific words as you're listening at the door. Now the door isn't fully shut, but it is closed. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like
it's like ajar.
It's ajar, but not like a jar. Like just it's not like it's like when you walk into your house and you don't quite close the door, right? So it's ajar without it being open ajar.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that.
Got it.
And now you may approach Layla. Sorry.
No worries. I think I come up when I see Bajra, you take the position, and I kind of like subtly whisper to you. So I'm gonna go offer them drinks. Can you be my second pair of eyes and ears, please? Because I'm gonna see what they do and what I can see when I offer them these free drinks.
Yeah, don't announce yourself though. Just
What do you mean?
do like a light little knock.
Okay.
Maybe.
And just open the door if they don't come and open it?
Yeah, just open the door.
You see that I have a moment of like panic over this. That moment of like, but that's not how you do it. You don't not let someone okay. And then
Try to see if I can catch anything higher whenever the door opens before they notice her. So I'm trying to.
Oh, okay. So I think what I'm gonna do is I am going to look at Bajra and extend a shaky paw. I'm gonna grab the knob and pull it slightly more open. Give you a moment to see if you can hear anything else, and then do a when you kind of peek your head in and do a light knock. That's kind of what I'm going for.
All right.
Yeah.
You both hear this.
Ooh.
It's in your no, it's not a sound bite.
Double chat.
It's in the chat.
Ooh.
Take
Oh,
a moment
goodness.
to read that.
Oh.
Ellen's completely out of his element, eating drippy eggs and drinking pink lemonade.
You see that Layla immediately hearing this, like, ears perk up. like at hearing what this meeting actually is, at the difference of like we must defend our place against these criminal syndicates, like all that stuff. And I look at Baja with my eyes sparkling, and then I lightly knock on the door.
Baja.
Uh-huh.
Was it that big of an epicness? I didn't think it was that well written.
It was very, very cool.
I wasn't expecting so much to be ready at such short notice.
I think it's also just not what we expected at all. Like, we thought for sure this was a criminal meeting. That's not what this is.
I guess
like,
that depends on your perspective.
Well, that's true. From Layla's perspective, this is great.
When you open the
yeah,
door, you
from
notice
Baja's
that
is
the individual speaking is the Sylph. And they are all kind of like, they're interesting, they're talking and stuff like that, and they're listening to her say what you guys just got. And the door opens, and she doesn't stop sharply. She kind of draws off as she turns to look at you. What do?
I apologize for the interruption, but I hold out the tray. I know you are doing good work here, and I wanted to bring you refreshment. And I'd like to see if I can make a convince check. I'd like to do Puss in Boots eyes.
It's happening.
You will allow me?
I am now baffled.
I'm not saying it loud enough to...
Go ahead and make your convince check.
I'm so scared. What have I done? Watch, it's my highest skill, and I have yet to roll a success on it, but no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Oh, I'm using a heroic luck. This is... I got a heroic luck from the
You're
singing.
surrounded by wood, just, you know.
That was worth it, because I rolled an odd one.
Hey.
Hey!
And you've recovered.
So
The
you rolled a
robot.
what? You rolled
An
an
odd one.
roll your critical D10.
That's a 7.
So 17, at least 17 successes. What's your convince check?
78.
Oh my god! So it's 14 successes. So 14 successes in your convince check, and you basically are offering up these drinks to them,
Yeah.
and basically, so she turns to you. She goes, "What do you know of such things?" And she steps forward, and she grabs the trays from you, turns quickly, hands them to the Mannix, who's kind of like got their hands out, and she reaches to grab you.
Whoa, okay.
What do?
I let her do it.
She pulls you in. Let's do this. And then closes the door immediately.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, no.
No. No.
Oh, they're super
My
shut
turn
now.
for chaos.
It's super shut now.
She pulls you in, and she quickly begins whispering to you.
Here, just an audible, oh shit, outside.
Right, there's an oh shit happening outside.
Oh shit.
Nothing could possibly go
Nothing
wrong.
can go wrong.
Oh no, everything can go wrong.
Do you want me to type to you in the
Thought that was
chat?
everything
Yes.
is awesome.
Is the
Yes.
audience not supposed to hear this?
Well, they can, but it's more or less. I want Bajra and Ellen's reactions to, without them knowing things. Does that make sense?
I get it. So streamers, just know that
There's a
stream watchers,
conversation happening.
There's a conversation happening, and Layla is not dead.
Oh, fun fact, Layla's not dead.
At that moment, as you guys are speaking, Bajra and Ellen, a young human runs in and kind of gets everybody's attention. Like, the Warden Watch is gathering outside. What's going on?
I look over at Ellen, and I look over at the door, and I look over at Ellen, like, do this whole, like,
Ellen's gonna pretend not to see her do that because he's not gonna get his cover blown just because you guys are, walking into this shit. But
Great.
he will kind of subtly side glance. Oh wait, because of the goggles, he'd actually have to kind of turn his head a bit. So he'll kind of like scan the room to try and get at least an idea of what's going on.
Now, did I hear the door lock, or is it just closed?
It just closed, right? She pulled her in and
Okay,
then shut
just
the
closed.
door like a solid thud, right? But there's no lock. There was no like chink and lock like that. You hear real quick conversation happening, and it's not like it's like whispered. It's like you hear things like like what do you know of such things, and then you hear Layla's voice kind of high pitched in that excitement that she gets about trying to explain things and being very convincing and things like that.
It's not a scared voice.
Right, it's not that scared
Layla's,
voice, right?
You're not hearing the Layla scared voice. This is Layla like clearly passionate about something.
This is happy Layla, which is scarier than scared Layla.
Can I just be really unsubtle and like press my face against the door to try to listen? Make sure she's not like there's no like help. Please, I'm faking this for my own sanity. Please.
If he's doing that, Ellen will kind of just groan softly to himself at her
There's no more subtlety.
At
complete
this
lack
point,
of subtlety.
you see me open the door. I look at Baja and I go, "Get in here."
Okay.
So, Ellen, from your perspective, I'm assuming you've kind of kept your eyes kind of like
It's gonna be
over
cat
at
meat
two.
stomach.
You've seen your two comrades. The drinks have been taken. One of them gets pulled in. The door is not like violently shut, but definitely forcefully shut. And then a few seconds later, it opens back up, and then you see Layla kind of stick her head out. And
I also directly point at you, Ellen, and just go, with a claw, this.
yeah, that's
He will
not. That's
continue to
definitely.
pretend to not notice.
Darn it. Is
I
there
was leaving.
anything
Goodbye.
I can do to get his
He'll
attention?
tilt it. He's
Do I
like,
have a
yep,
spell
nope,
for this
we are getting
situation?"
paid to guard the barkeep. I'm staying to guard the barkeep.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I want my
Can I
money.
attempt to do a Puss in Boots eye check across the floor?
Yeah,
He
I'll let
will-
you do that. I'll give you a plus.
He's been
Because of
given
the
a
distance-
mission.
I'm gonna give you a
Huh?
plus 10 to your charisma check with the Puss in Boots eyes.
Charisma. Okay, I'm basically trying to like. So I have fantastic charisma. And I have plus 10.
Yes.
Ella's been given a mission.
That means I take 10 off of my roll, correct?
No, that means you add 10. So it's not.
Oh.
So it's you don't add it to your roll. You add it
Oh,
to
you
your
add to the
total score.
total.
Right. You add it to
Got
the
it.
score, and then you
So
roll
my
underneath.
charisma is now 104.
Yo!
Oh,
Yo!
roll 104.
And you know what? It's great because it's a 96.
Do I roll to contest that or something?
No, because she failed.
Yeah.
She goes to give you this,
Hey.
these big eyes, and then she got something in her eye.
Ah,
Oh,
Oh,
the hat
God.
down.
The pain.
She just
Oh,
ran
the
straight into
pain.
his tummy armor and got a little cut.
It's like tears are streaming down my face.
She runs straight into Badra's tummy armor and just cuts herself.
Oh, I basically,
He'll know what
that's
you
what
were
happened, is
trying
I
to
try
do.
to do Puss in Boots eyes. I accidentally bap into the armor, and I'm just like,
Oh, my eye. Right.
oh, God. And I just look at Baja and I go, just, we'll tell him later. Let's go.
Okay.
Ellen will catch what she was trying to do, and specifically so she notices, he takes off his hat, scratches his head, and then puts it back on, cockeyed to block his view over.
You're going to pay for that later.
So what we've
Falling for
learned
it.
here is when Ellen has been given a job to do, Ellen does that job, regardless of anything
If
else.
he's getting paid, heck yeah.
Well,
But
yeah.
Ellen, you did hear the warden watch is gathering outside. when you hear those words happen, out step from these two rooms
Oh no.
Oh,
these
Oh,
individuals.
fun.
You then
Very glad we're
hear
making friends.
everybody stop moving. Not from these guys, but from a bellowing voice that echoes and vibrates the whole building. You are all under arrest.
Layla, let me in. Layla, let me in. Layla, let me in. Layla, let me in. Layla, let me in.
We
I
know
straight up pull
we
you in.
we
I pull you
know
in.
we know you're in there. She just needs to give herself up.
Layla, let me in.
Oh, I do. I've let you in. You are in.
Yay!
As I think
In the
as
room.
Hilarious, am I allowed to talk about what's happening in the room now?
Yes, absolutely.
So you see, Layla, I've been talking to this group, and I look at you, Baja, and I go, okay, so I think, Selif, I'm sure you just heard, the warden watch is outside and looking for you.
Who do you say this to?
The Selif.
The Sylph? She goes,
Yeah.
how would you know that?
We were told by the bartender that someone was coming here from the Daybreakers. That's why we came here tonight.
That's probably true. But I see that you are not a part of, you're not from Dardota Shiva. And you're not part of
No.
the district.
No, but
No.
I have some experience in helping people who cannot help themselves, or at least need help helping themselves. Baja, these are the Daybreakers. They're here to stop the flood of crime taking over the city, and they have told me that the Warden Watch is. We both heard them say that the Warden Watch is useless, and now they're coming to arrest her.
So she kind of looks down and she smiles. She goes, of course they would be coming. We've all done this. And she turns to the table. She goes, we got to do what we must do. And they all kind of agree verbally in different ways and stuff like that. And then suddenly, Ellen, from behind the troll, the door opens and out steps. I was moving the wrong map.
Oh no!
A number
Oh, no.
of. They're not Warden Watch. A large group of individuals that are all kind of. They look like they belong here, like they're part of the city, and they all kind of start charging out. The Sylph turns and says, we need to get out of here. And she makes a beeline, comes out the door, and begins to run to the back room. These other ones kind of step forward and take up defensive positions around as she begins to make her way towards this door. We're going to go into initiative so we know when you guys act. Okay? Do you guys want to adjust your initiative from last time?
Yes, I think that makes
Jimmy.
sense, right? Yeah.
What do you mean?
I
What do you mean
really was-
adjusted?
So you have so what I do is I keep track of your initiative, right? I don't change it unless you want to change it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So currently Layla has an 18, Bajra, you have a 19.
I have a 19 of initiative?
Yeah, 19 initiative. Ahote has a 21, and Ellen, the rockstar speedster that they are, has a 33.
I'd love to roll my initiative
I'm
again
not
if that's cool.
So re-roll your
Why-
initiative
Okay.
Oh, that's
if you
even
like. You don't have
worse.
to. Would you get?
I got a 16.
All right, Bajra, are you going to change yours or keep it?
Well, yeah, I'll change it. Why not?
I got a
Live
rock.
Everything is fine.
the rock. Live life on
You know
the
what?
edge.
I'll try.
Oh, hey, it's a little bit better. My initiative's a 20 now
No, there you
instead
go.
of a
Right
19.
on.
I did a little better. I'm a little faster now.
I'll-
I got a little bit of
All right,
adrenaline because the cops are here.
I'll change mine to see what happens.
Ahote is not changing.
Live life on the edge, Ellen.
Fair.
Live life on the
I
edge.
know. Well, I like to roll the dice, you know?
Yeah,
the
that's the
shiny-
only reason I have them.
And that's is 00 is the 10, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I rolled a 10.
Oh my god!
So it
It's so
explodes. Roll it again.
Oh no.
No.
Okay.
Your initiative is gonna be insane.
Oh my!
It's another 10.
Ellen's secretly the
Roll
Flash.
it again.
Don't worry about
It's
it.
all
Yeah,
that pink
well, yeah,
lemonade
don't
he's been
worry.
drinking. He's got to get to the bathroom quickly.
So hyper.
Sugar rush.
So you guys are in the way. Do I roll again?
Did you roll a 10 again?
He did.
Yes, I rolled another 10. I can get it here.
I believe you. Roll again.
Okay.
Oh my god.
This is 4 times you've done this.
That's a 5.
Okay.
So you have a base initiative of 45 plus your normal. You
What? Wait,
A
I thought I
blur.
just rolled
okay, so it's not so
again.
much that you're moving fast, it's just that you're reacting faster than anybody else in the room. What do you want to do?
Everyone's moving in
Oh
slow
my
motion
Gosh.
in this instant.
You see
I
this
don't think I've
little-
ever in any of the games ever had someone roll a 45 as an initiative.
You just
I don't
see
know
Layla
that I
is the slowest of all of them. Just like so slow on the draw.
Wow, that's 12 better
Um,
than what you had. Holy crud.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's insane.
insanity.
That's not real.
I thought my plus 14
Oh,
to
wait a
initiative
minute, wait a
was
minute.
good.
Yeah, because my plus 26.
Yeah, I said a base of 45 and then you have a 26. So you got an initiative of 71. You are
Holy
able to
cow!
you are going to react first in every situation until we are done with this combat. So yeah, go. What do you want to do?
Whoa.
And here's the thing is
You know
you're able, so here's what you're also able to do. And this is something that's interesting. You, and this applies for anybody. If you're one of the highest ones, you can decide to act last on what everybody else is doing if you choose to do so. You have the high initiative. So like if we get to a Hote can say, I want to wait to see what anybody else does, and then I'm going to react on it. Remember, you can also spend 3 heroic luck to act on someone else's turn if you see that they're doing something you don't want them to do, or you want to improve them. Right? Does that make sense? Like you can cast, like for instance, aid on somebody.
Yeah.
If they need it, so you can sacrifice your turn to act on their turn, and you'd be able to do that. But with your highest initiative, you get to act first, and if you want to wait until everybody else has acted, you can.
That's tempting. No, you know what? It looks like everyone's about to start shooting, doesn't it?
Yeah, and they all, as you know, they're all drawing out pistols and swords.
Nothing can go.
All right, he's gonna make his move of he's gonna grab the pink lemonade and he's gonna
I
toss
remember
it onto
that.
the bartender.
And he's gonna what?
He's gonna toss it at the bartender.
What?
Okay.
And he's going to just to kind of get his attention, like he'll like basically move his hand to like knock it off the table, off the
Okay.
counter.
All
Just
right.
a momentary distraction so that the bartender is like, oh, I need to clean this up, and bends down and therefore will be out of the shooting. And he's gonna look at the bartender and kind of sign to him, get down.
Okay. So he kind of like, first off, he's kind of frustrated with the fact that you knocked off a drink on the bar. But also at the same time, he was already getting down because when the warden watch comes into a building, they don't come into a building
Civilly?
nicely. They come in like they're storming. And yeah. So that's what you're doing, right, Ellen?
He's going to do that, yeah, and then I'd like to jump over and just duck behind the counter as well.
All right, go for it.
Just
Make an agility check. Just don't fail it. Or even
yeah,
if you
I
do.
think I used up all my luck for the week in that one roll.
All of it is gone.
Would you roll?
Oh, I haven't rolled yet. I'm pulling up my stats first. All right, agility. Okay, come on, pal. Don't fail me now. Nope, that's a 10. So that is 87, 6 successes.
7 successes. So yeah, you
7
just
successes.
bar hop, literally parkour over the bar, land next to the barkeep. The bar actually sits about this high to you, chest wise, normally. So it's not hard for you to duck down. Do you want to do anything else during your movement action? Because that was a simple. This is your movement. You still have extra movement if you want to use, and then you still have a full action that you can use as well.
I think he'll duck down to where he's able to protect the barkeep behind the counter there. And then he will actually hold his action because he doesn't know who the good guys and bad guys are right now. All he knows is that, that one group yanked his friend inside a room, clearly against her will, and then these guys sound like they're acting like the police, so he's gonna wait and see who acts like what.
Ahote, seeing everybody kind of make their moves, kind of backs up against the thing here, the cabinet and stuff behind it, and he's looking around and he's looking at you, Ellen, like looking for like direction on what to do, and then sees the Sylph kind of running through the room, punches this guy right here in the red. To get her out, to get them out of the way, kind of like, and stuff like that. This guy pulls a gun as well at the same time, and Ahote just kind of makes his way over here, like ready to move if he needs to move. Bajra, your turn.
So I see this dude in red pull a gun.
This guy in red has pulled. Well, they've all pulled guns. They're all
Well,
pulling
like
guns.
he
But this guy right
pulling
here
it at,
was, so when she ran by, she punched him because he was punching her in the, getting ready to do something, and the Sylph punches them in the face to kind of like, get them out of the way, kind of like open up the space, and makes and runs to here, and that's when we started the initiative. So this one is pulling a gun. They are all pulling a guns, but this is the one that they punched, right? They're all pulling guns that you can see.
cool. I'm going to hop up on the table right behind this dude. Just gonna hop up there. And I'm actually going to take. No, I'm just gonna try to crush him overhand and kind of grab the gun and kind of aim it up away from the Sylph.
Right, go
I'm
for
going to
it.
like backward bear hug situation.
Backward bear hug!
All right, so do a what am I thinking? A brawling check.
Brawling check. I got one of those. Lego. Oh no. Good news. I got a 69. Bad news. My brawling score is a 54.
Yeah. So you go to reach for it over that, and they're kind of like, oh, and they're aiming this way, and they see you come over, and they kind of move to the side a little bit. Let's because this is, I want to see how these rolls happen for me.
I'm so scared.
Kind of dodges out of the way, but doesn't quite get out of your grasp. But it's kind of like a clash, right? You've grabbed, and they're kind of pulling away, but you have effectively stopped them
He's no longer
shooting.
aiming.
Right, they're no longer aiming right at, but you don't have any solid grasp on them, but you've definitely made them kind of come down at an angle there.
Yes. Okay. Is there anything in the
So that
move
was
economy
your,
that I
right.
can do?
So that was
That
your
was-
move action, and then your full
Mhm.
action was to try to grapple with them, to try to pull them out.
Mhm.
You've done that, but you failed in your attempt, and you kind of like overshadowed them with their body. So you still have a simple and 2 basics, but the basics can be used at any time for talking and anything like that, drawing or dropping items and things like that. All you have is just simple action left at this point.
Could I use a simple action just to like full on koala style get on his back? Would that be simple?
So kind of like jump onto his back.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. What check? What kind of check is this? Is this more brawling, or would this be like an
This is gonna be
acrobatics?
more of an acrobatics check.
Okay. My acrobatics isn't horrible. Oh, I'm being sacrilege. I'm mixing my dice.
Don't do
Okay.
that.
I know, but it worked out. It worked out. I got one success. Not by much though.
Well, you did work out. You kind of jump on their back a little bit, but you don't really jump on their back. You kind of like grab onto their back like this, and your feet hit the ground.
It's very
right?
tall.
I mean, they are very tall. I mean, you're tall, but they're still pretty tall. So it's not like you attempted it. You only got one success. So you got your hands up on their your clawed hands up on their shoulders, like you were trying to jump up on them, and you just couldn't get do it. Even from the table, you kind of slid off the table. The table kind of like lurched forward on you as you did that.
Tip. Not graceful.
Right. Anything else
All
you want
right.
to do, Bajra?
I don't think I have anything left. That's what I got.
Okay. All right, Layla. You've now experienced the fact that everybody else has rushed out of the room. The Sylph has made their way to looks like they're exiting the room in the back. Yeah.
I have 50 feet of movement, correct? I think in my sheet it's 50 feet of movement. Would that take me to like here?
To where?
I just moved my icon.
Yeah. Probably, yeah. I mean, I don't
Okay. I would like to use turn humanoid on this entire group down here.
Brilliant.
I want them to get out of the way so everyone can go up. So I'm gonna basically my holy symbol glows again, and I just say
Whoa.
we're gonna go ahead and let everyone through. So what that is my divine skill. Give me 1 second as I pull up my character sheet.
Mice have ways of doing their own thing.
Is that my divine? I'm sorry, divine knowledge.
Divine
correct?
knowledge, yeah.
Okay, no whammies. I need this to be good. Oh, no, that's a fail. Unfortunately, it doesn't work.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 72. My divine knowledge is a 58.
Yeah, so you go up there, you begin to hold up your symbol, you begin to cast in the name of
Odorin.
Odirin. Is it Odirin?
Odirin.
What's his name again?
I would never forget his name. I would never.
In the name of
forget his name.
Odirin, I demand that you...
It's kind of stutter.
I just stutter. Yeah. It's
Ah.
it's not that I forgot his name. It's that I get stage fright.
Yeah,
For the first time in ages.
First time ever. You got, especially with you casting, attempting to turn humanoid. Had you succeeded, you probably would have made them leave, but didn't.
Son of a biscuit.
Do you want to use heroic luck to reroll?
Yes, I absolutely do.
She's just flying through the heroic luck today.
And this is how I get you to spend all your heroic luck before you really need it.
Look, this is the last.
I am avoiding spending mine.
We're
If I
gonna
fail,
leave this in and come across an assassin.
That is a 43. I have a 58.
And they get a. I'm going to roll them as a group. They get a divine check and a TS of 2.
Okay.
53. That would fail. How big of a radius is it? 15 feet?
I believe it is. Oh god. I need to look it up. It just says turn humanoid, cast PR 1 through 2 spells. It doesn't tell. I forgot to put
Oh, no worries. I got you.
the range on that.
No worries. I think it's 15 feet.
I want to move far enough to get most of these guys. Like if I can get far enough in to get the majority.
Yeah,
of
so
them,
it's a 15-foot radius. So now when you turn humanoid, they move away from you, not towards a specific area. You know that, right?
That's why I'm positioning myself sort of like in front of the escapees. Because if I'm like here,
so do you want to be where
now,
do you want to be where you're at, or do you want to move?
where is the ideal place I could go to get as many people to just get out of here as possible?
Oh, you want a tactical solution to a narrative episode? I see.
Look,
Uh,
Look,
look you.
look, man.
look.
Honestly,
Look at-
if you want to know technically, it would be here.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna it's a 15-foot radius. I have a so they
Be epic.
failed.
Get on the table.
So they failed. And I cast turn on a humanoid, and I say, "Let's try this again, shall we?" And
They
I
kind
pull
of
it out.
move out. You know, they kind of they become frightened of you, and they kind of start to move back out the door. They kind of like literally are piling out the door, and that's when you suddenly hear well, not then, but just as they're making their way out the door, you hear like, "You cowards, get in the building and get them," and something occurs, and they all kind of like now just rush forward.
Are you? Spent a
You got
heroic
Uno
luck
reverse
there.
carded.
I rolled a heroic. I used a heroic luck for this.
Yeah.
This is not fair.
That's
This would also be the
unfortunate.
fact that the person behind them that's commanding them is probably a higher rank than you are, has leadership and ambitious leader, and basically just said, "Don't be cowards. I roll. Get in there." So they stop, but they're afraid of you. They get there, they're all rushed in, but they're like unsure what to do. They know what they're supposed to do, but you're there holding up the symbol, and they're like, these other guys though have made their way back into these rooms here and have moved away from you. Let's
I'm
see
straight
here.
up hissing. I'm just hissing and cursing.
This one kind of makes his way, comes through, pushes over the table, makes his way over here. This other Elwyn kind of runs back here and hides here. Let's see here. Can you reach? Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. The Fincanor
behind the bar.
just rushes through and goes right through the door. I mean, doesn't even open the door, just plows right through the door. This Elwyn kind of makes their way to the back here corner. This Mannix kind of runs around, comes up the stairs, and hides, kind of peering. And I think, is that it?
Terrifying cat.
I like how they're
Terrifying
like-
cat.
Yeah, I like how that one guy who darted out the door was one of the ones that came out with the leader. Like,
Mhm.
we'll do what we need to. Oh, never mind, I'm gone.
And this Jakar, which is a Saboteur, which are generally not feared, are very full of fear, just kind of does the same thing, kind of comes run over here and is like, they got their claws out, like ready to attack you if you come any closer, kind of concept.
I kind of
Attack
give him
who?
a look like it's cool.
The Layla.
Me.
Oh,
Layla cleared the room by turning humanoid, and the people behind the warden watch kind of just counteracted that, saying, "No, we're not going to do that. Don't be cowards. Get in there." And so they but they're not pushing, right? They've kind of like made the room, like really piled up behind each other, like. You don't see what we see here. We can't move because it didn't affect anybody else, right?
It just looks like my claws have gotten extra long, and I
Yeah.
just I don't think there's. I mean, I know I have.
Technically,
simple-
these other guys would be rushing past them, the ones that actually were outside and were unaffected. This guy right here in the purple is a Fincanor themselves, very large, powerful looking individual. You can see that they have very strict military dress, as though they are the leader of this pack. And they're shouting things in Bravo kind of thing. These other ones kind of like, "No, we're not going anywhere near her. Thank you. We're staying here." But they will draw their weapons
no, thank you.
and stuff. You then hear the Sylph basically shout out to you guys. Shout outs, do you want to spend the rest of your days in the pit, or do you want to escape and help us free the quarter from the wanton actions of these crime lords and demons and worse? And begins to make their way into here.
Ellen suddenly hears this for the first time. Ellen had no idea.
What's going on?
So we're protecting the crime lords now. They
These
don't understand how a job works.
other individuals that were in the room with them kind of start to move here, and they begin drawing weapons. It's literally clearly a drawn battle line, not by any necessary needs other than Layla literally drawing the battle line down the middle by turning everybody.
Am the battle line.
She is the battle line. They are the battle line.
The battle
And
lines.
this guy
you need
kind
to
of
have a shut up.
The battle line X.
this one over here begins skirmishing with the Jakara and the Balian that's also there. And it's back to the top of the turn. Ellen, super fast, McGee, whatever. Meow, right? What do you want to do?
Well, first thing, he's going to draw both guns.
Of course.
Oh.
He's just like peeking over the counter at this point. Honestly, I think
As you
I
peek
think he
over,
would just...
as you peek over, it's all you see is little tiny Layla standing on probably a chair to get up height, holding up the holy symbol of Odir, and you've seen this only once before, and this entire group of other this watch warden is kind of like hesitant, and then behind them suddenly comes a whole bunch more coming at her. Everybody else has also cleared off way over here. Like there's literally this open space here. This Mannix is here is just like slowly sipping it like
This is a show.
not exactly sure what to do. I mean, they are a commoner kind of individual, so they have no weapons. They're just sitting there like, okay, I don't know what to do here. What do you want to do?
Does it look like they're about to hurt Layla?
Yes.
Like weapons out type
Oh
of
yeah,
deal?
they had weapons out. They drew weapons the moment they stepped into the room.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, the two closest he's gonna start shooting at.
You're gonna shoot at the two closest.
Mm-hmm.
So mark them. You know how to mark them, right?
What? I do not.
All right. So what you'll
just-
do is this:
Oh!
is
Oh,
click
that's
on
cool.
them and then just pick a color on the two that you want to shoot at.
All right. Orange will be my targets.
Okay.
Locked on target.
All right.
Oh,
Stay on
that's
target, stay on
dangerously
target.
close to Layla.
Yeah.
Oh.
We do what we gotta do.
Make your attacks.
All right. He's going to pray that these won't bomb. At 8. Okay, that's a good start.
And that's a
Woo!
critical because you've got pistols.
Oh,
Amazing.
sweet.
Hey.
that's an 8 for the second roll.
That's a
No,
what?
wait, that's only a 0. Never mind. That was a alt 1 where you do the reroll.
No.
No?
You rolled a critical. You roll a single D10 because it's opening up your critical determination. So roll a single D10. So you've crit them.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll a D10. I hope to God you don't get 5 of these in a row.
I do.
It'll be
I do.
disgusting, but so delicious.
Oh, Layla
That
was
was
straight.
10.
Layla
Do you roll a 10?
I
you
thought
did.
yes, I thought it was gonna be a 2,
I
and
don't
it
think
rolled
you
like
understand. Layla's going to fall in love. Be careful.
oh, I don't know. Okay, thank God that one was a 5. I was like, if you start going 10 again,
So that's 15
Okay.
successes plus what you normally rolled. You rolled an 8. What's your skill?
skill for the pistol is pending.
Please hold. Your skill will be ready shortly.
the weird
firearm
Cold music.
45.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, 45.
So you rolled an 8, so that's 4 successes
Okay.
plus the 15 that you got. So that's 19 successes. I've got 2.
That's
How do you
gross.
Murder.
kill this guy? How do you murder this guy?
How do you do this?
Murder this guy in cold blood.
So basically, he's just gonna like pop up 2 guns out, fire the first shot right between this guy's eyes.
And the head goes like a watermelon, and he drops to
Layla!
the. Layla,
Like
you
playing
got
Fallout.
you've got a little bit of blood on you as this thing just pops. The guy behind him is like wiping his eyes, like, "Oh my god, what was that?" Fire your other one. Now remember,
Your friends.
you can fire. You've got 2 weapons. Listen to me, Ellen. You've got 2 weapons that fire. They each have 4 shots. You can fire all 8 of those, but it's going to be. Do you have improved multiple strike? I don't remember.
I do not.
So the first one is going to be a minus 10. Doesn't matter. You critted. The next one's going to be minus 20, minus 30, minus 40, minus 50, 60, 70, 80.
Ah,
So however you do it, if it's boom, 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 it's going to add a minus 10 to your skill check each time. So right now you're at a
Because
minus
he's
20, right? Because you're just
basically
going like this, right?
your aim is getting worse with each shot. Layla might be taken out. Yeah, that's
Yep.
okay. He will not fire all of these. I'm using my lucky dice here, and I don't want them to be regular dice by the time the night's out. I can't use up all the luck that's left in them yet. But he's got to make sure Layla's at least clear. So he's gonna fire at least again.
Much appreciated,
At
friend.
next.
Appreciate you.
This guy. So the guy that's now in blue is he? He's the one that's wiping his eyes.
No,
One of the
it's
ones wiping his eyes now.
Which
the
one
in
popped?
green. The one in green. It was this one you popped, right?
Oh. The one in orange in the front. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's dead. The one in green is like wiping his eyes, like, "Oh my god, what was that?"
Gross.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yes.
try and give him more to wipe his eyes with, and aim for the other guy in orange.
Oh my god.
So you're at a minus 20, so your skill is what right now?
Minus 20 already.
Yes.
Ooh, fun.
Absolutely. brutal.
Skill is 25.
So roll a 25 or less. You can always crit.
But, yeah, clearly as if history's not shown anything.
Seriously.
And not this time. That's a 54.
No!
So that's a miss. You hear the ping of a bullet pass past you, Layla. Do you want to fire again, Ellen?
I'm gonna try one more time, and hopefully won't hit Layla.
And your pistols won't blow up.
All right, that's a 16.
Okay, not
What
a
do
crit.
I need to roll over?
So that's a minus 30. So so you miss. If that's the case. So
I
what's
do
your
miss.
so what is your skill?
Skill is 45 at base.
So yeah, so it's you need a 15 or less. So you miss again.
I
Layla,
got
you hear
rolled
this
6.
sing, and this one kind of gets really kind of close to your fur. You feel
Watch
the.
it!
You're close. You're close.
Do you want to fire again?
You know what? I'm gonna go for it. I feel like I'm playing the lottery at
I
this
swear
point.
to God, if you kill my sweet baby,
Oh,
I'm gonna be so mad.
Oh no. Please aim wide the other way.
Yeah, he's gonna try and aim wide the other way and pop off another one. That is a 64. Definitely not. All right, he's gonna
you
be like,
you
yeah,
hear these
not
bullets,
working.
ching, 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 and they're hitting and thunking around you, but you're not getting hit. He didn't crit. He didn't critically fumble
Hey, at
that,
least
which
we're
would be
making
bad,
the other guys dance too.
right?
Honestly,
Yeah, they're
it's-
moving, right? You know, they're
it's-
moving as these bullets land. So that is your full
Well, that's
action.
the thing with so many of them. I'm a good shot to miss them all.
Right? You still have your move action, and again, remember
Oh, he's gonna
the
duck back down.
Sylph ran by and said, "Do you want to end up in the pit, or do you want to help us?" Basically,
He's gonna duck back down.
okay. Ahote kind of begins to move this direction, like what are you doing? We need to go. We're outnumbered here. Bajra, your turn.
Great. I'm gonna at least kill one because that's my character trait.
I gotta at least.
this is
Hey,
what
mine
I have.
too.
So that's what I do.
You wound them and I finish them off by blowing their head up.
So you're
Yeah,
gonna take
this
this
is-
guy
this is
out. You're
great.
gonna take the guy out right there, the one in red.
Yeah, I'm actually.
Yeah, Oh, that guy. I thought you were talking about my orange.
No.
Oh no, the one in red.
Yeah, I
Which
wanna
I-
absolutely take him out, but I wanna.
Oh, wow, I'm so
Can I-
tired.
No, I have toys to play with, but it's not the time.
It's not
Um,
time.
It's not the time. It's not the time. So I'm just gonna like pull my gloves back a little more so my claws come through. So like tear open my gloves just so the claws come out, and then I'm just gonna like scratch at his throat while I'm behind him.
So you're gonna use your brawling?
Yeah.
Why don't you just,
Well, I'm already like mostly on him.
why don't you just take out your dagger or your sword and gut this guy?
Yeah, I don't have one of those.
What do you have?
I have my special thing. You know what? Yeah, we'll use partial of my special thing. Well, you're gonna use partial of the special thing. Of
Partial of the spec. Ooh, what is the special thing?
do you know about the special thing?
Elle and I are like, we don't know about this.
You've given me permission to use the special thing.
Oh,
Hold on.
That rage.
No, not that special
Oh,
thing. Hold on.
oh.
That special thing. We
You know
the
the
special thing.
GM's confused about the special thing when he doesn't even remember the special thing.
What special
Oh yeah,
thing?
absolutely. Yeah, you can actually use that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the partial part
Yeah,
of
gotcha.
that.
Yep,
Yeah.
right there with you.
So it's gonna happen really quick. No one's gonna see it, cause we're trying to keep this low key.
So you're gonna stick him?
Yeah,
All right, go for it.
we're gonna stick them. We're not gonna mix up dice because apparently that worked out horribly last time. Cause
Yeah.
that's bad no goes. Okay, do it. What is with my dice today? All rolling 69s.
Nice. Sorry, I'm so mature. Hilarious looks at the camera in absolute
Like he's in the
horror.
office. Like an episode of The Office.
Very Jim, just like
I don't know what to say. I know what she's doing, and I don't know what to tell you other than re-roll with a heroic luck.
Okay, I'll spend a heroic luck.
That's
I've got a
all I
bunch
can
of
say.
it.
I mean, you've got a bunch
got
of
a-
it. That's what it's meant for.
I've got a whole bunch of it.
this is his
I'm just
plan. This is his
just spending
plan.
just one of it. We're gonna use different dice. Because I have enough of it to choose from. Okay, so we're just doing a reroll. That's so much better! That's a 24. So that is 3 successes.
Is there a cat bugging you, Hilarious? Do we have a mascot? Mascot. I want to see. Layla wants to see the cat.
So I rolled a 15, and I've got a defense of 2. So he moves enough to where he actually doesn't get jabbed by it.
I don't-
Aw.
I rolled a 15.
At
It's right
all?
there. It's right there.
Well,
Yeah, there's the 15.
okay.
You tried. You did.
I did. I did
solid
my best.
Well,
I
you
did
can do
my-
it
I did-
again. I mean, do you have
I did it twice!
do you have improved multiple strike or just no?
I do actually. I
Roll
do
it
have
again.
improved multiple
Roll
strike.
it again. It's going to be a minus
Do
10.
it again.
It's
Do
a
it
0. It's a
again.
0 at this point.
That's 24. That's 3 more successes. Nope, that is 2 successes.
I failed on my physical defense, so you're going to stick him.
Yeah, 2 successes. I'm going to jab him right in the squishy pits.
All right, so that's
Ooh.
6 damage. Ignores no armor.
Nope.
So you hit his armor and it chinks off of it. Chink as you go to apply it from behind. You want to try it again?
No, new plan. We're choking him out.
Okay. So
New plan. New plan.
new plan. What are you going to use the rope part of it?
No, I'm just gonna like. I can't reach the rope part of it right now without completely letting this guy go, and I don't want to. I don't want to
Okay.
let him go. So I'm just gonna like go to sleep, 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 go to sleep.
Please, for the love of God.
just choke him out. Actually, no. Different plan. We're choosing violence today. I'm gonna try to wrap around, get in.
Already?
No, we're choosing more violence. I'm gonna go kind of in front of him and kind of grab him by the face and push him against the table.
That will have to happen on your next turn because you spent your full turn, your full
Okay.
action trying to stick him twice. But that's a good
Okay.
plan. All right,
Good plan.
Layla.
Yes.
Bullets are whizzing around you, and now you see that these guys are actually the guys in front of you, in the green, the guy here, and these guys over here are all pulling up weapons, and they look like they're firing behind you.
So I am going to cast Enthrall. You see that I kind of go, all right, if being scared of me doesn't work, how about being scared and not moving? So with this ability, anyone listening to me within a 15-foot radius must succeed on a wits check versus my charisma check. Anyone who fails becomes enthralled with me and loses their move action each turn, and they get a -5 penalty per 20 points in charisma. I have 94 points of charisma, so that would be
4.
8.
So that's -20.
So that would
Wow. Right, and what do they get? So it's a wits check. Okay, roll your charisma.
no whammies. That is a 66.
How many successes did you get?
I got 2 success.
3.
3
I think 3.
successes.
7, baby,
No.
for the group. Yep, they all kind of look at you like,
I'm gonna run.
you're gonna run at this point. All right.
I'm gonna run.
Are you gonna
I
do a
think
flat out run, or are you gonna do like triple your movement, double your movement, quadruple your movement?
I want to get us all out of here because at this point we're outnumbered. My enthrall didn't work. The enthrall was basically to slow them down.
Oh, I get you. I understand what you were doing.
We need to get out. So I think I'm gonna get as much as I can to where a Hote is, and just yell at Bajra, "Let's go!" and yell at Ellen, "Let's go!"
You can easily use your double your movement, which will cost you 10 fatigue to get there, which is not that big of a deal for you. Bajra, you hear the shriek of Layla's voice, that high-pitched sound of leave, get out, run. You know, that high-pitched meow kind of sound like cats do when they're irritated with you or scared, right?
Yeah, this is scared. This is not irritated. This is we gotta go, go.
What? That's what they do. That's what you do. Is that the end of your turn, Layla?
I think all I have left is a simple action, and I think with my simple action, I grab Ellen's arm and just like, go!
They pull their weapons and they start firing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all fire in your direction. I've got 2 successes on each one of their attacks. So Layla, make 2 defense checks at a TS of 2. Because these two guys down here are the ones that are that are able to fire at you.
My physical defense.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let's do this. Can't be seen is back there. Can be seen. Is seen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So I'm gonna give you a 1 in. If I hit you, if I roll a 1, not on both dice, but just a 1, they're firing at you.
Okay.
No, so they don't fire at you, but suddenly you hear the troll kind of as they take a shot. The Mannix kind of you hear them screech, but they kind of like drop down to the floor at the bar stool. He's like, "What the hell?" And the other 2, you hear chunks of bullets hitting around you. They fire again. Again, bullets are flying. No one seems to be hit. They fire one more time. Oh, did you see that, Ott? Did you see that, Ott?
Yeah.
They fire again, and they're just bullets flying all around at you guys.
That could have been bad.
Could have been bad. That would have been an op 4. Ellen, what do you want to do?
He's gonna pop back up and pop off a couple of shots at all three of those guys that are currently highlighted. Just start with a shot at each of them.
All right, go for it.
All right, come on, pal. Need to go back to the good rolls. No more 60s and 50s.
Don't we all?
9.
69. Alternate
62 is a
title.
fail. 22. So I needed to get below a 35. That's a single
That's a
success.
single success.
You
hit him.
That one's gonna be fired at the one in the middle.
The one in
Of
the
the
middle.
three
Yeah.
on-
So you hit him. So you're doing 5 points of damage. That ignores
Yep.
armor. So yeah, he takes it. Like, do you want to fire again? Yeah.
If he's not down,
No.
you know what? Actually, that will. Of course, it's not 5 points of damage.
Don't
Wait, are
worry
we level
about
one?
it.
Anyhow, no, he's gonna move over to one of the non-injured ones. In fact, he's gonna go back to the guy who he tried to hit before, and I'm gonna try and shoot one more time. That's
it's-
an 85.
Yeah, you
so
miss.
Oh, no.
Want to roll again?
I
But does
needed 20
But does
power.
he hit one of the guys behind him? They're
only
kind of
on,
faced out.
only on a critical failure would that even be a possibility. Just because he's
Oh.
firing doesn't necessarily mean that he hits them. It's just he could have just fired. It could have gone off in a direction or something like that. If he was calling to hit them, and that's always the hard part, right? When you're doing combat like this and you've got a target rich environment, do they hit? You probably hit one of them behind there, but it was a grazing blow, right? It wasn't like anything that would cause any massive damage.
Yeah, I'd say it definitely needs to be a hit or a critical fail to.
Yeah, to actually cause someone to get hurt. They
And
definitely got
that's a
grazed.
75. So
Yeah,
he
another one
sends another
gets grazed. Yeah.
He's just giving him what's the term for battle shock?
Battle shock,
Yeah, I guess that would be it, wouldn't it?
right?
He's
We'll just
trying
call
to
it
give them
battle shock.
trauma.
Trauma. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god, they're firing at us, duck, right?
Trauma.
Shell shock.
Tables
Just
come
trying-
turned up and they start firing at you, kind of thing. All right,
Yeah,
Ellen,
yeah.
do you want to move or do you want to continue to fire, or you want to stay there?
I'm reaching over the counter.
Because
anyway.
Layla literally ran past the counter, says we need to leave, and is headed. And Ahote is making his way out the door. Layla is headed that way. We don't know what Bajra's doing in her wild chaoticness. That is a 17-year-old Rakas. We don't know what she's doing. What do you want to do? Do you want to stay there or do you want to move?
What's the furry guy right there that's sitting on the stool again? What species is he? The patron?
Well, this guy, he's a Mannix. And he's not there anymore. He's underneath the bar stools.
He got hit.
He got hit.
I'll use my action to try and reach over and pull him behind the counter with me.
Such a good boy.
Why are
Not
you
action, my
staying?
move.
All right, I'm going to allow you to make part of your movement to do that and a simple action to grab him. But he's kind of like down. I mean, literally. So again, the bar, it comes to about mid chest on you. So you're literally going to have to jump up over and hold on and reach down past that to grab him. Right. And he's
Lost
only,
your cover.
I mean, you'll lose your cover completely. He's only about 3 foot and he's crouched down underneath. So while you're being an awesome hero, logistically, when you start to come up, you see that he is down underneath the bar stools and is like crouched down. I mean, I'll allow you to definitely try it, but you're gonna need an agility check and a TS of 5.
Meanwhile, Layla, I'm just there going, please, why are you staying?
Right?
I'm getting
We're
paid
going
to stay.
We're going to die.
Oh, please do me something good. TS of 5. So I need to get
to whatever your agility score is, subtract the main number. Basically, you
Yeah.
need to subtract 5 or 50 from it total. So if it was 90 and it
Alright.
was 5, you would need a 40 or less.
Well, I got a 23, so it's an 87 minus 5.
So it's 37. So you got what?
23?
Yeah. So you do it. That was amazing. You reach down there and you
Success.
grab him by the chalk of his ear, right? The ear. That's all you can grab.
Yeah.
And you pull him up over. He's screaming in pain as you pull him over. You know, he's bleeding a little bit, and you plop him down on that side. He looks at you and he curses at you in a language you've never heard before.
He's gonna just squat back down behind the counter with him and just kind of like shrug, like, sorry. Saved your life, boo-hoo.
Ahote
Oh, no.
disappears through the door. Bajra,
Deuces.
what are you doing?
We're going to die if we stay.
Okay, so now I'm gonna do my whole whip around badass stuff. Take him by the head and slam him in the table that I'm
All right.
behind.
Yeah.
Brawling, because I know what you're trying to do. I'm going to make it a little more
Mhm.
difficult for you. So I'm going to do it. You're going to do a
Right.
brawling at a -10 to your total skill.
Great! 44.
You can do it.
Oh.
Hey, I did it!
Hell
It's
yeah.
a 29.
How many successes did you get?
I got 2! With my -10. That's 2 full successes.
All right. So you grab his head and then you're just going to slam it on the table.
I'm just gonna slam it onto the table.
Are
So,
you-
like,
are
I'm
you
no longer wrapped around him,
Are
and I'm
you-
just...
trying to do like a knockout or just use the table to. What's your intention here?
I'm trying to knock him out, like, try to get him out of... At least get one! Give me one! There's a
You
fight.
slam his head into the table, and the table kind of tips over even more, and you kind of slam him against the table, and he kind of like he's stunned, but he's not, but he's still moving.
Cool. I didn't think I'd get far. I thought I was gonna fail. Is there anything like? No, nope. That's dumb. We're gonna take our sticky point again, but this time we're going for an unarmored part, probably like the face.
You're gonna. Are you calling a
We're
critical
just
shot?
gonna go for a slit. We're just gonna go for a slit because.
Are you trying? Are you
we're
trying
just
to do
hardcore.
Are you trying to do a critical shot?
Bless you. Yes.
All right, so it's gonna
I
be a
believe so.
-25 to your skill check.
Cool. To which one?
Huh?
To which skill check?
You're using the pointy end of your item,
Yes.
right? Yeah. So it's
Yes.
it's still your weapon craft, so it's gonna be -25 to your attack.
For my which one? I've got 2 weapon crafts.
Yeah, but the one.
Oh, this one. Yeah,
Yeah,
this one,
that
this
one.
one, this one.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a -25.
Yeah, because you're trying to do a called shot.
40, 30. Math is hard. 48 would be my new score. Okay. Hey, I did it. 39.
Hey!
Yeah, 39.
I actually have to look up a rule.
Okay.
I just
No.
love that Bajra's so determined to murder.
Listen, it's my culture.
Your culture is murder?
Yes. Yes.
I love that.
Actually.
Weapons are my religion.
But actually, yeah.
Actually,
But
though.
in reality, absolutely murder.
Just
What did
breaking
you
the game.
roll? What did you roll?
I rolled a 39.
And your skill is a what?
My skill is 63 minus the 25 that you gave me would be like a 48.
And you're trying to kill this guy?
I'm trying to kill this guy. Do I need to make a willpower check?
No. Not on this one.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
so you're doing a called shot as a death blow. You go to do this. You take it. You know this heads up against it, and you go shink, and something catches your eye just enough to where you just barely nick him, but you've caused bleeding damage, and he starts to bleed, but you didn't kill him outright.
Can I tell if he would bleed out? Like, was it enough damage that he'll bleed out? Like,
He'll bleed out eventually if
surely
he
out?
does. I mean, if he doesn't get it covered, yeah, he will bleed out at some point.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because
Now I only
the
have
reason why
simple
I'm saying is
actions
because I
left.
wasn't exactly sure what you were trying to do, exactly. So I just kind of brought up the base critical hit. That's the
Trying
real
to
rule.
murder.
That's the actual rule for a death blow. It's a minus 100 to your skill score.
Cool, and I don't have 100.
Yeah, no. You'd
I'd have to crit and then
have to crit.
pull a Markham and just
Yep.
get
Yeah.
crit,
Just
crit,
keep the
crit,
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 crit, crit, crit. Yeah.
crit.
So
Okay.
you've nicked a vessel, absolutely. And he is bleeding, but he's not. It's not an instant death blow.
Okay. So I'll, with the assurance that he will die eventually.
Well, we all die eventually.
Well, him shorter than most. And I'm not banana sandwiches right now, so I think I'm gonna just.
I'm not banana sandwiches now.
I'm not banana sandwiches right now. So I'm halfway logical. I'm very smart. So I think I'm just gonna use just a bare bones simple action just to punch him again, and then I'm running. This punch is just out of spite. It's not meant to do any damage.
So basically, you've done a lot in your action and for your
I
full
know.
turn. So I'm going to just say that you've nicked him with the blade. He looks like he's bleeding badly. You're not really sure, and then you kind of slam his head against the table again, and you begin running. Right?
Yep, we're running.
So I'm gonna put you right about here because I'm gonna allow you to use half your movement action to actually slam his head up against the table again. But you spent so much time right there in 10 seconds. I think that's about all you can do and get to right about there.
Okay.
Not trying to cut out your awesomeness and your dramaticness, but that you did a lot.
I know. I'm still trying to get the hang of the whole what I can accomplish in a.
So basically what it boils down to is movement action can be used. You can sacrifice a movement action to do like an extra simple action. Or you can cut your movement in action, do a full action, like move, do your full action, and then move again kind of concept, right? You can sacrifice a full action to get a double move action and things like that. Your full action is literally generally one attack, unless you want to take multiple attacks, and then of course there's the penalties on that. So so I'm gonna kind of say that all that combined was you're using your improved multiple strike to try to kill this guy. You missed, then you slammed his head onto the table with your brawling, and he's not dead. He's bleeding, and that's about where we go from there. I think that's a fair assessment of what happened.
Yeah.
In 10 seconds, that's a lot to do in 10 seconds.
Stab, run.
Yeah.
Layla, what are you doing?
Ellen, are you gonna move with us?
No, he's back behind the counter right
I'm
now. He
going
just
to-
pulled the.
I'm going to yell at Ellen. Ellen, we're leaving. If you don't leave, you're dead. I like you, but I don't like you that much. And I kind of want to roll a convince check to
Go for
get
it.
him to get off his
Absolutely.
butt and get out the door.
Absolutely.
That is going to not work. I think I literally hit my score. I rolled a 78 and my convince is 78.
So you've got one
Nice.
success.
I have one success.
Make a skepticism check, Ellen.
Why won't
All right.
you guys come with us?
Nurse said he wasn't coming at all. 29. I needed
Oh, come
a
on.
44.
What's his what? Say again.
Nia to 44. I rolled a 29.
Yeah, he
So
looks
he's
at
staying put.
he kind of looks at you, kind of tips the head down, and pulls up his pistol and gets ready to start firing again.
Okay, bye. And I'm gonna go.
Bye, I'm out of here.
I'm sorry. I'm following her. I'm following this group. I know Bajra is following. I know Ahote is out. Like I can't. I like y'all, but I cannot. So I'm gonna run out the door. I'm gone.
These guys all start moving in very quickly. A lot of the patrons, the bartender himself kind of disappears in and leaves. But they're definitely moving.
If the bartender's leaving, he's leaving too. Not immediately. He's gonna.
They're kind of
when
all
it's his
moving ahead,
turn.
and they're all threatening. Put down your weapons. And all, and the normal jazz and stuff like that. This guy right here, the Elwyn kind of like just falls flat to the ground, like, oh, I'm not a part of this, and just kind of like falls to the ground there. The Mannix kind of looks up at you and then looks at him, and he kind of falls flat on the ground. You turn around and you see, Ellen, a pistol aimed right at the back of your head. Now that you've looked at it, your forehead. He fires.
Ooh.
Oh no.
He
No,
misses.
no, no.
He fires
Oh,
again.
what?
He's got one success on you.
All right. What do I roll?
Physical defense.
God.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Ot 5.
Yeah, that will be all day long. He fires one more time. I've got 3 successes with that. Roll again.
Oh my God.
And a 54. So that's.
Yeah, you're not going to make that one. So he hits you for 15 points of damage, ignoring 10 of your armor. It basically reduces your... What's your armor right now?
Armor is currently where is the armor? Oh, 11 points of armor.
So it ignores... So basically it does 15 points of damage. It ignores 10 of that. So you're basically going to take 14 points of damage instead of a total of 15 because you have 1 point of armor left.
Not bad.
And that... So... The echoing of pistol fire hits, but you got hit pretty significantly. And everybody else is kind of, you can hear the fighting going on and stuff like that. The troll kind of makes their way out. This Mannix disappears completely up the stairs.
I was gonna
Deuces.
say Ellen was going to kind of gesture for the 2 guys behind the bar with him to get out that back door immediately.
Oh, they've gone flat. They're not even paying attention to you anymore. They've gone completely flat.
Great.
Right, they're giving up. They're commoners. I mean, and so that's what they're doing. That's the end of that turn, the beginning of the new round. Ellen, what are you doing?
Perfect. He's gonna grab these 2 commoners and force them out the back door with him.
You're going to grab both
If
of
I
them.
have, I was going to try and grab both of them. Yeah, just kind of like that grabbing the shirt behind and kind of like, come on.
I will allow you to do that with the Mannix, but the Elwyn is too far away from you to be able to do it effectively.
Okay,
Are you pulling them with you, or just like, hey, come on?
No, it's like he's just like reaching, grabbing a handle and shaking them. Come on.
Oh, so you're not literally trying to take them, right?
No, he's trying to get their attention.
So you get their attention, and they both kind of look up at you, and they're kind of doing this whole like, I'm on the ground, don't shoot me, The Elwyn kind of
He's
like
gesturing to the door with the gun, like, go or I will. Actually, he tell him that.
Well, the thing is, that they've got a watch warden right there. They fired at you because you're the one that's been firing at them, and these 2 just kind of go flat because they don't want to be involved. So they're not going to move.
What would I have to roll to tell them that they're my hostages?
Convince.
They move or I kill them. You don't want to be involved. Find me not involved. You're my hostages.
Hashtag Team Chaos. Hashtag Team Chaos.
Out of the fryer, out of the pan and into the fryer.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna
It's a
put you out of the
32. What do
frying
I
pan.
need? It's a convince. What's a convince check?
So you
32. I need the what?
no, go ahead.
Oh, 44. That passes.
What'd you roll?
32.
So you've got 2 successes.
1 success. Oh, 2 successes. I'll take that.
The Mannix kind of takes you kind of seriously and kind of just like we're your hostages, kind of loudly, and kind of like stands up and is like looking at the watch warden. The watch warden gets this weird look like hostage, and the Mannix is kind of like doing this. The Elwyn also kind of like, I guess we're hostages, and kind of just gets up and kind of moves back like, I guess we're hostages.
I'll keep a gun
Wait, what?
at each of their heads as I walk them out the back door.
Oh my god.
So you're oh my
What?
God. Yes, we're hostages. I didn't think that was. So you're going to then spend the. So you have to wait for them to move. So you're going to
No.
spend your turn there.
No, Alan, get out of there.
Can he like gesture for them to crouch behind the counter? Like we're gonna crouch under cover here and do this?
What do you mean on what side? Are you talking on this side over here?
I would have to wait for them to get over there, wouldn't I?
Yeah, and they're going to act at the end of the turn because super fast Ellen there.
Yeah.
You just
This is
hear-
probably the place where I'll get only that one guy could really shoot at me from here, right?
No, they all can.
They
No.
all can.
It's
From where they're at, the only one that's got a direct line on him, he's got 100% concealment cover here. This is the one that you have to worry about. This guy right here can fire at him.
In that case, could I kind of pop my guns between their heads and use my action to shoot him, or was my action convincing these guys?
Hashtag Team Chaos.
I don't.
You guys
Yeah.
are such agents of chaos.
Ellen just realized
I
you could
left.
probably make more money by squeezing these guys. Get them out alive, make them pay them.
What?
See, he looks noble, but he's just thinking of money.
What?
You can't make money if you're dead.
Also can't make money.
No,
if you're just
so
inside
normally it would
hostages.
take for you to have like a really good argument about what you're doing. It would take several turns. You're basically saying,
Yeah,
"Get up, or I'm
no.
going to shoot you. You're my hostage." That's all you did for that turn. So you're not going to have the ability to actually fire your weapons.
Okay. You know what? I got enough heroic luck. I could probably wait this one guy out as long as more don't swarm the room. Hopefully they're distracted with the army over there.
Wow. I guess we're
I'll give
taking
it one more
hostages.
turn. If they're not coming after this, he's out of there.
Rest
Um,
in peace, Ellen. It was nice working with you.
I don't know how this is gonna end. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous
Ugh.
myself.
Why did?
So here
Hey,
is
we make
what
it
you
in the
guys see
round.
over here.
The kitchens.
The
Oh, hey.
kitchen is where you
Hey,
guys
Louis.
are at because of Hote, so they're here.
I can't find my piece. Layla's somewhere in there.
Layla's somewhere in
There she
there.
is.
So the Fencanor went through there. This human is kind of rushing out the backside over here. He's running this direction. The Sylph though kind of moves over here, flips the table over, and opens up a hatch that looks like it goes down. The Fencanor is kind of like back over here. The trolls also running this way. Ahote has made their way over here. what do you want to do, Layla?
Oh, is it my? I thought Bajra was next in initiative.
No, it's you.
Oh,
Well, no, right. No,
me.
you're right. No, sorry. Yeah, Bajra. Sorry,
Yeah,
Bajra.
It's Bajra. It's Bajra's
Sorry.
turn. All good.
Bajra, what are we
Oh,
doing? How much more fuel are you going to pour on this fire?
Please.
Ellen, you're relying on the known agent of chaos to
To save
boy.
your butt.
Oh boy. Okay.
I
So
don't
yeah.
know. I'm hoping that the thought of hostages will deter this one guy from attacking me.
What?
The others will be distracted.
No, he just wants to
They're
kill
cops.
They want to kill everyone.
Well, I
They
wouldn't
are
say
the
they want to
cops.
kill everyone. They want you all to give up. And Ellen's the only one firing a pistol at this point. There's skirmishes happening down here. Don't get me wrong. There's a fight happening down in here as these guys begin to make their way over here, right? These guys have made their way over here. You know, and they're fighting.
Whoa, they're very close now.
They're fighting these guys, right? They're coming after them and kind of putting these guys into submissions and things like that. These guys are making their way around this way.
Cool.
The commander, which is back here, is barking commands. And this is literally the situation, essentially. This guy's like dazed and confused.
Bleeding out.
Having his bleeding out, had his head slammed twice against the table. Yeah, so these guys are making their way over here. So you're about to have some serious company,
Great.
Ellen.
Eh,
So
Okay.
Bajra, what do you want to do? You're right, literally right here as a fight is happening right here.
Yeah. Being the agent of chaos that I am, I'm gonna run over and kind of like hop up on top of the counter.
aren't-
On top of the counter. Do I need to roll to get on top of the counter? Cause how tall is the counter? Like
It's
4
a
feet?
standard like 4 feet tall, 4 feet tall.
Yeah.
So,
I could get on top of that.
yeah,
That's
I'll,
fine.
I'll let you do that. Sure.
Yeah.
I want to see where
So
this
I'm gonna
goes.
Gonna get on top of the counter, looking down at Ellen, and be like, "You dumbass, get out!" And I'm gonna like grab him and like throw
Yes,
Try to,
yes,
like,
yes, yes.
throw
yes.
him.
All right, so
Yeah.
make opposed agility checks.
Okay.
Let me know how many successes you get first, Bajra.
What you got?
I got a 9.
So what's your agility?
My agility is 73.
So 7 successes is your target number, Ellen. You have to make an agility check at TS7. So what's your agility score?
My agility score is 87.
You will need a 17 or less to avoid her grabbing you.
Nope, that's a 26.
So you grab him by the collar. He's got the guns out here. You've got the Mannix and the Elwyn, like, I guess we're hostages, happening. You pick him up, and what do you do with him?
I'm literally throwing him towards the door. Like, forget the Mannix and forget the dude. Just throw.
All right,
Just
strength check.
probably like over the counter.
Look,
Strength
do me a
check?
favor because I'm curious. On the back side of your sheet, it says maximum lift. What's your maximum lift?
My maximum lift. Ooh, I'm heckin' strong. It's 384.
Yeah, Ellen, how much do you weigh on the back side of your sheet in your personal
Oh,
information?
he weighs 130.
Yeah, so so just make a strength check. Don't fuck it up.
Okay. Okay.
Fuck it up.
That's hard to do. My strength is really low.
Fun fact: Layla's maximum lift is 450. Strong cat.
You're a strong
Strong.
kid.
Strong cat. Okay, that's 2 successes.
So you pick him up and literally, Ellen, you find yourself being flung, literally being picked up. Your head kind of tilts down, and she just picks you up and she throws you at the door. So you slam into the doorway here. Anything else you want to do,
Decided
Bajra?
Join us.
Yeah, you see what's happened is now, imagine, if you will, that Bajra reaches down, grabs him by the scruff of his shirt and his jacket. Make a charisma check, Ellen.
Charisma check?
Yes.
Oh, good. Can't wait till you fall.
No.
What?
I'm so
I'm-
scared.
Right, that's a
I'm-
charisma. Let's say all right, that's a 44. Charisma is 70.
So three success. Your
So-
hat does not fall off as you are flung through the air and land face down, feet towards you, Layla, literally sprawled out. Your guns, you barely held on to your guns. Your hat seems to have just
That's the important part.
stayed on the entire time.
Hat.
Bajra, that was your move action and your full action. You have a simple left. Anything you can do?
Oh God. Poor Barbara.
I don't know. It's just me by myself now, and I don't have any menacing yet left. So
Menacing. You can
no.
menace any time. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, like it's the same day, so I can't like wall of bone this
Oh,
shit.
right.
It's the same day.
Grab and hold in
Heck.
front.
Hold what in front?
Any one of those two has
Holy
the meat
smokes.
shield right there.
No, I'm. Did I use my full movement?
You
Do I still have some movement
you
left?
moved. So you were back over here, right?
Like here.
You were here.
Yeah, I was like back over here, and I came up and onto
That's
the counter.
10 feet. So, what's your movement? 30? Or 20?
Where is
Plus
my movement?
top of the
movement?
character
Yeah,
sheet.
just 30.
Just 30. So I'll allow you to get there, full movement action there, and allow you to have the rest of your movement. So if you want to, you can jump down and be at the door, but that's about it.
Cool. Can I jump down and kind of prevent Ellen from doing any other heroically stupid shenanigans?
Like how? What are you gonna do? Step on him?
No, that only works once. I'm gonna pick him up again and, he said he's like face down, sprawl out,
Yeah.
or he's like face up.
No,
he's
he's
face
face
down.
down.
I'm gonna grab him by his shirt again, and like I'm carrying luggage,
All right.
carry-on luggage.
And that's where we will end right there for your turn, Ellen. You take some slight bruising as you hit the floor kind of hard. Your hat's still on though, and your guns, you still have control of your guns. And then suddenly you feel yourself being jerked up again, like the scruff of the neck of a small animal, as Bajra kind of just yanks you up. What do you do?
Well,
It's my turn,
I
isn't
was
it?
gonna say,
Oh wait, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Layla. Sorry, my fault, Layla.
It's
I was
okay.
so involved in that situation, I forgot about you.
Okay. I am going
Layla
to
just.
I'm gonna cast Bless on Bajra because I know Bajra is still in the line of fire. I would like to up her physical defense.
Cool.
Bless is +5 bonus per every 25 points of divine knowledge. So you get a +10 to
Woo!
your defense because I have 58 divine knowledge, so that's 25 5 points, 25 5 points. So you see that I like put my paw out, my paw glows, and you feel stronger as I cast Bless on you.
Hardcore.
And then I look down at Ellen and I go, okay then, and I'm gonna run towards the hatch.
So just to be specific, you're not casting Bless, you're using your ability Bless.
Yes, it's
Right.
not a spell.
Right.
It is my innate divine ability.
Right. Well, yeah, it's part of that. So Bless. So this will last for 1 turn per 25 charisma. You've got what, 80 charisma, we said?
I have 94 charisma. So that's 3 turns.
So for the next 3 turns, you're going to have a plus 15,
+10.
plus 10 to your physical defense. That's pretty awesome, actually.
I'm
Yeah,
That's very
looking
cool.
'cause I know
strong now.
Roger's right in there, and I know that they're gonna start shooting.
Right, absolutely.
And so I'm like, all right. I just like
So
put up my
that's a simple action, right? That's
that
what
was
you do.
simple.
Yeah, that's a
Oh.
simple action. So you still have your move and your full action that you like to do.
Okay, I'm gonna go back here. Do we have anything for my full action that I want to do?
Take
What
him.
can be?
Take Ellen.
Take him? No.
Take him.
No, I'm not touching him. He pissed me off. I am straight up.
Leave
it's
it
obvious.
to the women to actually take care of this situation.
I'm honestly
Stupid
No,
man.
you guys, Bajra, you look at me and this is the angriest Layla has ever looked.
Do you ever,
No,
you know how like
honestly,
the brows
I
come
think
down?
you
They're like
carried out-
making this V in her
Yeah.
in her head. Like, I am gonna. When we're done with this, we're having words
We're
having words.
over drippy eggs.
Oh, he
And
doesn't
pink
Yeah.
lemonade.
No. He doesn't get the luxury of drippy eggs in my lemonade. I am
Oh, you're in
mad.
trouble, mister. You
Oh,
are
you're
in trouble,
you're in some
mister.
serious trouble if you're not getting drippy eggs.
I'm gonna see. I'm
Yeah.
gonna check a certain spell I have really quickly, and see if I'd like to use it. So please hold while I look through my spell list.
What spell is it?
Force
Force
blast.
blast.
I'm trying to see if maybe there's a way I can. I put down page numbers, and they were clearly not the right page number.
Page 288.
Okay, perfect. Force blast. It is area of effect. I can blast a cone of invisible force at a target. Small and medium targets are flung backward 5 feet per success to a maximum of 50 feet.
You
Large
could. That's absolutely you could, but there's no one chasing you right now.
Okay, so I think at this point, there's not a lot I can do with my full action. Because a lot of my full action is like, get them to run away.
Right.
Or
I
throw
mean, if there were
spells at
people right
them.
behind them, I would absolutely say that's a perfect time to
Actually,
do that.
how are you looking, Ellen? Are you looking hurt?
Oh, Ellen's hurt. Ellen's
no.
hurt.
Yeah, he's hurting.
I smack
And
him
he
in the
would've-
I smack him in the face and do curing touch.
So you take
Damn.
three.
So-
You take
Being
three.
carried.
Your nose
Luggage style.
bleeds, and then she cures you. Roll your
I
divine knowledge. See how many well you do. Now remember, it's going to be a base of 15 plus your charisma modifier plus 1 point for every success you get in your divine knowledge.
I failed.
So she smacks you in the nose and says, "Stop it!" Right,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
nothing happens, and your nose bleeds a little bit.
I don't know if this would even.
Did that help?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if this would even be possible, but while he's being pulled out, if he, he still had control of his guns, he would have been like pointing them back towards the hostages, shouting, "Hostages, follow or die."
That is when I bap you in the nose.
So that's what he bops it, "Follow or die." And he like opens his mouth to shout another order and gets bopped in the nose, like
It's popped to the nose again.
like,
Stop it!
Nose is
I-
starting to swell up like a turnip.
And I look at you and I go,
I'm like-
that was supposed to heal you. I think I'm too mad at you right now. I'm gonna go. And I'm gonna
Go.
run to the hatch.
So yeah, you notice that she's pulled up a hatch here, right? At the end of your turn, she pulls up a hatch. She goes, "This, she pulls it up and she's like ushering you guys in. Ahote is gone. He flat out,
Man.
he
Smart,
just
smart man.
jumps in and is gone. Are you following, Layla?
I am absolutely following.
You
I
disappear into the hole.
Yeah. Because I've given Bajra the defense so we can make sure that my sweet Bajra doesn't get hurt. And we go.
Ellen, your turn.
Okay, I was gonna say. So down at the end, did either of the hostages actually listen? Were they
Oh
still
my God.
convinced that they were hostages?
Oh my god.
I mean, I know they were at the bottom of the last turn order when all this
So
was going on.
what? They're not really sure what to do here, but they do kind of back up. Like, I think we should go.
How much mental damage do I take? It's 1d10 mental damage.
What is my psychic damage?
Right? They're confused. I mean,
It's like
if you think about it, they're
following
in a
the-
situation that there's firearms happening. You've got the warden watch coming in, telling everybody to surrender. You've got fights going on, and then you have Ellen going, "You're my hostages."
So confusing.
And
Those poor
and
guys.
these poor individuals who are commoners have no idea what's going on. They were like, "I guess we're hostages now." What's going on? So they're just kind of, I mean, if you've never been in a situation where people don't really know what's going on and they're just kind of obeying people who are yelling at them, this is that situation. They're kind of like, okay, we'll back up, right?
Am I still carrying him suitcase style? So
Yes, you still got him suitcase style.
Yay!
These guys are moving this way. These guys come around the corner,
Oh shit.
Bajra, and they kind of look at you. And this guy right here sees that you've picked him up and fires at you. Let's roll back
Oh.
here. I kind of just jumped there.
Great.
He misses the first shot.
Okay.
He misses the second shot.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Misses the third shot. So literally all around you, there's chunks of wood exploding as the bullets hit. This guy runs up here and he
What?
points his gun at the Elwyn and the Mannix and says, drop to the ground. Now they're completely confused, right? They're like looking back at Ellen, who's being picked up like a suitcase with two guns pointed at them, yelling, you need to come with me or I'm going to shoot you. You've got this guy now pointing a gun at them going, get down. They're just, they fight, it's either fight, flight, or fear, and they've just frozen.
Ellen's become my own personal human mini machine gun.
And so these guys are moving, definitely moving around. They've actually started to take a lot of these people down. They're actually down. And then we'll come back to you, Ellen. Ellen, you are off the ground. You are literally being carried by the belts and your pants.
Hilarious. I love this.
I was like,
And your
flick
nose
the
is swollen.
belt thing and say belt, like just drop me.
You're going to tell her to drop you?
Yeah. Tell her to drop me.
Basic action. Do you want to drop him?
No. Well, hold on. We'll drop him, but can we just like throw him inside?
No.
Sure. Oh.
No, not on this one. It's a drop because it's a simple release, right? It's a basic
Oh
action.
no, yeah, we're
You
not
just let him
dropping.
go.
We're not doing a drop.
She basically,
It's like-
tell him. Remember, basic actions are basic. You could talk for a little bit. It's not like you can have full on hour-long conversations, but you could say, no, fuck you. I'm not
No!
dropping you. So-
You might have a voice, but I do not.
Says the
What would I
agent
have
of
to roll
chaos.
to try and drop myself?
But it's controlled chaos.
So it would be an opposed grappling check since she's got grappling on you. It would be a strength check on your part and a strength check on her part. So roll your strength check,
Okay.
Ellen.
Ready.
Let's see what happens.
And I got my new Bajra purple dice, so let's go.
Nice.
Let's
Hold on,
go.
59.
Hmm?
Hang on. 59, strength was 70.
You got 2 successes.
Two-
Go, Bajra. Roll your strength check. 2 or more.
No. No, it's a fail.
You can
It's a whole
roll. You
fail.
can re-roll with a heroic luck if you really want
Yeah,
to.
I'm not falling for your tricks, Hilarious.
I fell for it already. Don't make my mistake.
So
I only have so many. I might die.
you kick out and you fall to the ground. Kind of not hard, but you fall to the ground and you've been released. What do you want to do?
Would it be possible to physically grab and force through the door either of the hostages?
Not at this point. They're too far away from you.
Get in the door.
See, they
Yeah.
were far enough away.
Get in the door.
All right, he will shoot at a couple of the guys and then dart inside.
Who are you gonna fire
Now,
at?
one last- the guy that's pointing the gun at the
So you
hostages
use
for one.
part of your move action to stand up, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're gonna
Yeah.
fire at which guys?
Which ones are pointing their gun? Which one is pointing his gun at the hostages?
Not possible.
Want my money?
This guy right here.
I want you to give you money.
Wow.
But All right.
Talk about a rabbit
fire
dog
at
on,
him.
on a rabbit. Holy crap.
Oh my god.
I fire at him.
All right, go for it.
All right, fingers crossed.
You should see Layla screaming in the chat right now.
That's a 35. I need a 45. Okay, one success.
One
That's
success.
Lame.
You hit him.
Buddy.
All right, I'll shoot again. $16. What do I need?
You rolled a 16?
Yeah, for the
And
next
that would have
sword.
been a minus 20. What's your base skill? 45?
45.
So you need a 25 or less. So you hit him again, but only with only one success. He gets a defense. 9. Yeah, he kind of sidesteps that. Now that he sees that you're firing at him, he kind of like is starting to weave.
Yeah. So after he hits this guy twice, he'll gesture his gun at the two guys again and say,
So let me be very specific at you. They are not looking in your direction at all. They're looking at the person in front of them, and they're like, I don't know. In fact, you see a little bit of liquid kind of pulling up around both of them.
Oh.
Oh.
They
a little bit
are
of what?
They're peeing their pants.
Oh no.
They don't know what to do, right? They've got you yelling at them, move or I'm going to shoot you. And this guy's like, get down.
Look what you've done.
I think, Bajra, I don't think you're anymore the agent of chaos. I think that it's Ellen's job
Oh
for
my
this
god.
session.
Yeah.
Yeah, for this session at least. Oh my god. I gotta step up my game.
No, you
He
don't.
has- I don't know if it's all the pink lemonade or what, but it's like he's lost his emotional control for a change.
Clearly.
He's
Layla's-
temporarily unhinged. Nothing
Layla's
like
so
her.
Mad. Layla's so
It's just like
mad.
dollar signs for eyes. Like I need
Get the
that money.
goggles. Get
I
him.
don't
Remove the
understand
goggles.
where the money thing came from. I'm just like, what do you mean money? I just
But I was the money crazed one of the group. Why are you trying to take hostages?
So
And then
there's
trying to get a
one
ransom right now.
Because the
not
guy
the
who was
time.
paying it,
In front of the cops.
where are we going to get paid from?
That's
Get
the
not from the
money
cops.
I know he ran
Except
off.
from their families. Oh.
Where- yeah, no, he'll shout one more threat at them and then dart inside.
Go into
He's not gonna.
He's going to what one more time?
He's gonna shout another threat at the hostages.
So what's the threat you shout?
addressing them? As he shoots and hits this guy twice.
Well, you hit him once
he's
and you
just gonna-
shoot and when you go to shoot him again, he's kind of dodging and weaving at the second one.
Oh, I thought I hit him.
No, you hit him once, and then I rolled an
Okay.
9 for his physical defense. So yeah,
Oh, right. Yep. Nope. That's a. Okay. Yeah. No. He hits the guy once. The second one whizzes past, and he says, "The next 2 bullets are intended for you unless you get through this door before I can count to 3." And they'll dart inside.
and they
They're
begin
bad.
to really
I don't know
piss-
he's not there anymore.
they're pissing their pants. I mean, literally. I mean, have you ever seen an adult ever pee their pants in the movies? This is like twice it. All right, so you dodge in, right? And you see the Sylph kind of waving at you like big bright eyes, like, come on, what are you waiting for? Ahote's gone. Bajra, you're up next.
Bajra's here.
run.
Yeah. So we're gonna see. Bajra's used to running from cops.
So
This
I
is
want to be
easy.
more specific with you, though,
This is
Ellen.
easy.
Do you just step in, or do you actually make your way here? Because you didn't use your full move action. You only used half of it.
He goes in as far as his move action will let him.
All right, so that would be about here.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be in the line of fire anymore, and those guys have their back to the door. Had their back to the door, so for all they know, if they don't get through that door before he counts to 3, he could be right there still.
Oh my god.
You've actually given 2 NPCs PTSD for the night. Well done.
It was
Oh my
Baja.
god.
What are you doing?
Okay, so Bajra's used to running from cops, so she's gonna run in.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's a little rapscallion. And what is hold on, let me get the little doohickey over here. What is this? Is this like a table?
It's cabinets, shelves.
Cabinets?
Cabinets and
Okay.
shelves.
It'll do. Can I yank that over to block the door?
Absolutely. Make a strength check.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah, we'll make a strength check. Sorry, other people who were her friends. You guys hurt yourselves now.
Oh.
Oh, that's a 37, so that's 4 successes actually. Because
So you
my
throw it,
thing's
and it kind of like slams into the, you tip it over and it slams up against it. I'm assuming you shut the door as you went through. Is that correct?
Yeah,
All right.
just kind of bring it in with me. And...
Kind of bring it in, bring it
Like-
in, it's actually it opened inward. Actually, no, there was no door. That's right. The Thin Canor, the big guy, just blew right through the door. I mean, there's just, it's just,
door.
he just busted through the door. So you've taken this cabinet and kind of like thrown it over.
Made
So
a
it's
door.
half, you've made a door that's about half the size of the actual opening. What else do you want to do? That's like a simple action.
The simple action, dope. All right, I'm grabbing Ellen again as I'm running past him. I'm making sure he's not going to get my ass killed. All right. So
Ellen, do you
I'm
want to resist this?
No, he's full-fledged running that way too at this point.
All right.
taking him with me, and we're gonna run down the hatch.
All right. So you die. So do you throw him down the hatch or do you
Yes.
like? So Ellen, you're kind of picked up off your feet a little bit as Bajra runs past you, kind of jerked forward. The hatch is open, the Sylph is looking at you, and suddenly you find yourself falling about 20 feet, and you land in a very large, disgusting pile of garbage, trash, and sewage.
Soft landing.
It's a soft landing. It's a soft landing, but yeah. And you can feel the liquid of sewage water kind of rushing past you. And then do you slide in, Bajra?
Yep.
Bajra kind of does that
Yep.
that half, sliding into first base kind of thing, and slides in and kind of drops down. And right behind you comes the Sylph, and you can hear her or they kind of mumbling some sort of words. And suddenly there's a bright light that happens really quickly around the trap door in a sense, and she's kind of like pushing. She's like, go 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 go. As you're making your way down there, you guys find yourself now in the sewer system of the greatest city in all of Telos, Durashiva's sewer system. It is just as Ellen pulls himself out of the sewage, you find that there is a path that is about 5 feet, 3.5 to 5 feet wide. Then there is a 10-foot passage of watery kind of river water sewage kind of flowing through here. It stands to be about 10 feet high as it curves. It's a huge system. And you are in one of the main branches of the sewer system. The Sylph drops down, kind of looks at Ellen like, oh, not a good place to be. And she goes, we need to run this way, and begins running up the sewer. And we will end there tonight. We were actually supposed to get here like an hour ago, but hey, chaos ensues.
Layla is so
It did
mad.
not go at all planned.
Layla is
So
mad.
she's running ahead of you, and you can see her kind of like as she's running, she's like checking the walls, like stopping for a second, looking, and then keeps moving. So we will pick up next Friday night with the group kind of in